Hello, I'm Eagle Gardens, Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram, and this is fucking Talking Shit with Eagle, episode 308, the wormhole. Smiley's Gardens already here. How you doing, Mr. Smiley?
So,
Welcome to the wormhole. Does it feel more comfortable now that it's word the wormhole? It's more organic.
yeah, I think so. I don't know, man. It's whatever. It's funny shit. Sorry.
Man, I forget I gotta start chat now. Actually, I think Smart Poker almost beat me there. Maybe I didn't have to start chat tonight. That's weird. I don't even know what's going on with that. You might have to keep that in mind, Smiley, for Wednesday. You know, you don't see no comments rolling. You may have to I just throw a welcome in chat. Oh, Smart Poker did beat me. There's a hello first before my welcome. So maybe not. That's what I've had to do the last 3 days, though. That's what happened. I don't know what the fuck happened with Matthew Gates, man. Not having chat for the first half of that show. That made it weird.
Yeah, it's definitely weird.
Dude, I know this is all virtual and everything, but doing that without the chat the other night was honestly like doing a live show in a warehouse with just like you and me and you with like nobody else, just you know what I mean, crickets. It was that kind of like weird kind of vibe, even though it was virtual. It was weird. And we what's even weirder is we both felt it. You know what I mean? You could just feel that weirdness.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I don't know. It is. It's tough to like think of the next question and make it relevant to start because you're really just trying to get the conversation rolling, right? Like somebody like Matthew Gates will take the horn and you give him a topic and he'll take the horn and go, you know.
It was completely the idea. I fully was like dependent on the chat that day. I didn't even think about like things to ask, nothing of the sort. I just figured, what the fuck? I'm just gonna jump in on this, and chat will have questions. It's gonna steer itself. And then like no chat. It was like, oh fuck, fuck. What the fuck do I do now? Fuck.
Uh, yeah,
So
Wednesday.
next,
I'm gonna be kind of in the same manner on Wednesday. But I got a few ideas. I never really get prepared. I don't know either. I should. To be honest,
uh,
the one with um Rasta Bob. I had no idea who he had coming on really. All so I, I was kind of left for a blank on that one, which was awesome.
they ran with it. They totally ran with it. So no worries there. It's a
Yeah,
good episode. Really good episode.
hoping to kind of cover some of the plant nutrition shit is kind of my goal on Wednesday. I think. So,
That'd be a good one.
yeah, dude, he's a guest that would probably have to come back a couple times. Honestly. He's gonna be as good as Leighton, I think. That's what he does, dude. That's what he does for a living is fucking organic nutrients and like soil analysis and balancing soils and like organic nutrients. Like that's what he fucking does for a living. So as far as re-amending a soil, I would imagine the dude that does it for a living would have some kind of an idea of a direction to steer you in a little bit, right?
Definitely.
uh, this is cool.
That's gonna be the next step to try to reuse some of this stuff.
It's tough. It's not as easy, like in that respect, that everybody makes it out to be. Like, yeah, organics can be easy. You can buy a soil and run it, and there's a lot of them out there that'll do fabulous job. running it one cycle. You know what I mean? Like what we do, and or a lot of us do. It's when you get into doing the multiple cycles that shit gets different, and it's tricky. I guess I don't know. It's trickier than you think. I guess foliar, strong foliar game.
I know I should be trying to utilize it a little more, but
Honestly, I've
you
been
know,
impressed, man. Like I've never been a big foliar guy, but I've been getting pretty brazen with it, like lights on foliars and shit like that. So, I haven't, knock on wood, I haven't got burned yet. So we'll see.
this would be an amazing fucking background if I like wanted to do like, I choose to do the spotlights with the garden in the background just to make it a little more personal, or I try to make it get the a little more personal from one to the other there. And I think it helps. This fucking background would be amazing if I was like just trying to like do the dirt digging. You know what I'm saying? Tell me, have that fucking eagle looking over my shoulder the whole interview and shit. Give me the dirt. Give me the dirt.
Brandon Russ can
Sounds so
have his.
bad.
You got your bald eagle.
Right? Get out of the way there. There you go. Right there. That'd be the perfect interview pose right there. Tell me about it.
You like, yeah, not interview, interrogation. That's what I was thinking. There's some fucked up shit
Thanks again.
about the interrogation, like the videos. Like if they record an interrogation and the way it plays back, like the perspective where the camera is facing matters. Like they prove that. Fuck, there was a book I was listening to, but yeah, basically, if it's over the shoulder of the interrogator, it's like it gives a different perspective on the situation as opposed to being over the shoulder of the person being interrogated, as far as a recording goes. So yeah, like if you're in a police station or something, they're recording you, just try to see if you can shift your position. That's what the book was kind of saying. It's funny. Bullshit.
It's-
But
I can
man,
see it though. It does. Go
well,
ahead. I'm sorry.
the point he was getting at is that they convict people over that. You know what I mean? And it's a total different scenario, and they just by changing, just getting the camera to include the interrogator, like a side view where it's the interrogator and the person being interrogated, changes the whole scenario of how that's perceived. Basically, it's fucked up, but yeah.
And I can see that too. That's another reason why I don't like to do any of that shit. The interviews that I do on the without the audience, without it being live, because you can do that in editing. You can really fucking, like you say, clip a few things out. Just you can change the whole perspective in the way it's laid out for the viewer. You can change the whole conversation,
You
and might
like
as well leave it live. That's the way I say
like
it.
I could go into the American one mode and it kind of changes it, right? Now I'm just the late night DJ voice. Now
I
Eagles
was
all
gonna try to get away with.
he got right
I
away
was.
uncomfortable.
It does though, man. It changes everything. I anymore. If the guest comes on, I make that very clear. If they're like, "Hey, I'm not gonna do video tonight," and I'm like, "Cool, I'm not either," because it does that kind of. I don't like the aspect of it being all on me while the other person's talking. It makes it feel weird. I feel like I'm in a video that's being narrated or some shit.
Yeah, I can see that. The different. But had a good weekend, man. You have a good one?
Not so bad. It was pretty decent. Pretty decent. Made it through. Today was a good day. And Sundays, I don't know what it is. Like the last two Sundays, man, it's like nature has just thrown me a day of rest, I guess. And I didn't get shit done yesterday. I think I slept more yesterday than anything by far.
It's good. You probably needed it though. It's weird how them days happen, right? Like they just fucking hit you and catch up.
It was funny because I actually woke up. I wanted to wake up and to catch a Jag show, and I woke up and it was like 8 o'clock. And I woke up just enough, just in time to catch Jack fucking giving me a shout out on his show, and then I fucking nodded off for a little while again. I felt like that guy on the couch in Half Baked.
Today's the day of rest, man. That's all that it's all about. It's good. Now you're recharged, TGIM. Thank God it's Monday. Let's rip it up. Start the new week. Fired up, ready to go. Hope hope we can coast it through, right? If you start with good momentum, it'll coast you right through. Get up over that hump day, downhill slide. It's all good.
Days, best day of the week just because of the name. Just because of the name.
Monday.
Hump day. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Can't believe that Chad's just walking tonight. What's up, guys? What you smoking on?
Yeah, shit, man. It's the
What's
wormhole.
up,
Some of y'all hop
Bingus, Lexi,
back
Magma
left court.
Seeds,
Talk about something interesting.
right now? I
Some
agree.
fucking bricks levels. We're ready for part two yet? That's this week, ain't it? Part two on the Grow Room 420. I love hanging out with them
I
guys, man. That
was,
was cool with Meow Flowers too. He's fucking badass, isn't he?
yeah,
Oh
he's definitely a good dude.
yeah, I love the stories and the fucking the accent. You know, you know what I mean? It's fucking
And
awesome.
he's been around, man. I
Oh
wish I
yeah,
could make some of these fucking hash countries and see some of the old school ways firsthand. It'd
yeah,
be
for
pretty
sure, man.
cool.
Those are that shit they can't ever take away from you. You know what I mean? Like education and experience and all that. Like you can lose all everything else you got, but as long as you're still alive, man, you fucking have your knowledge, what you gained, your experience, make something happen. It's cool.
Not to mention you'd smoke some just amazing hash.
I was too chicken shit to travel like that, so I don't know, man. Stories of people doing it blow my mind. My cousin was on tour with Fish for like 2 years or whatever, just I don't know, doing her thing, making a day to day.
Fish the band? Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
Doing what them?
yeah.
I tried to bring that up when we were talking about last night. Bands that you'd follow, like to get certain things. Fish was one of them bands you could like follow. That was like one of the hippie-ish bands.
I honestly, man, I don't know much about the Dead other than the stories I've heard, and like I don't know much about like Fish other than my understandings are kind of like a cover of the Dead. I don't know. I could be way wrong on that. That's my understanding of the
Oh,
Dead.
I'm not for sure on the music either. Fish was beyond me. I didn't like. I was on to other shit when Fish was around.
Yeah, and I think she does
I
DJ.
was into different music at the time.
He's like one of them techno DJs. They mix up dance music. I can't do it. Some of that shit make you dizzy, dude.
Shit's
You get the beats
that
going. Like if they get the beats going just right, it'll make me fucking like disoriented, almost like weird. Especially if the lights are flashing all fucking techno style, like weird. Fucking make you dizzy.
that is definitely one of them genres where like you're just like in it, you're in it. And I've never been into techno. I've never been able to click with it. It's like it's all like one song to me, and there's like no start, no finish. It's just all just same. It's like how do these people just not like just fall down from just like you know what I mean from just dancing? It just never stops. I can't quit.
It's such a upbeat vibe too, man. Like it's so energetically like it's either annoys you or it fires you up. I think is how it is. Like I don't know if you're gonna work out or something like a fast beat like that, maybe. But I don't know. Like just cruising down the road in your
It's
car, they could just set you in this like fucking crazy mindset. See,
maybe
killing.
yeah. I definitely had some friends that were into it that much, man. They were just it was everywhere they went, man. It's techno so great. I'm like, dude, no. Of course, some same cats were definitely in fucking deep with ecstasy and shit. And it's like, yeah, that, I'm sure that's they jive together. I always put them two together for some reason, techno and ecstasy, which I know is never into either one. So that's probably why I never clicked with the techno and shit. It's like, yeah,
I went to one rave party in my life and I've experienced that like a little bit, but I didn't fucking take anything. Other, I was just there smoking and observing. It was loud as motherfucker in there. You had to scream to try to talk anywhere you went in the whole, and it was like this old warehouse that they fucking I don't know had access to whatever, but there was like different parts of the party, but every part of it was fucking just super loud. All of it was under black light, and there's fucking people all painted up crazy and shit, like under for the black light, doing the I don't know, they had them light up like hula hoops and shit. And it was pretty wild, but not my scene by any means. The whole time I was just standing there like, what the fuck, smoking my joint, like what the fuck. It was pretty wild to see. I mean, I don't know. It's all cool with the blacklight shit and the flashy lights and stuff. It's just not a. You're not gonna have a conversation in there. It's just a matter of like looking at each other, like hand signals, maybe. I don't know.
uh, definitely makes me smile thinking about the crazy days. Yeah, no.
Yeah. In fact, if I got invited to one, I'd be like, "Yeah, no, I've been there, man. I'm that. I'm good."
Uh, I'm could be down to checking out the electric forest. Yeah, I actually caught on to that like when I moved up here. I was like, wait a minute. How long has this been going on? They're like, long time. I'm like, how am I now just finding out about this shit? I would have been into that like years ago. Now I
Yeah,
just
especially
found out.
camping out. I think once you're there, kind of thing. I don't know much about it either, other than what I've heard. But
Works.
I drove by it on the highway, so like you can see the what's the name of the place that has it again? Like when you're on the
I'm
highway, you
not
can
sure.
see.
You can see all the lights and shit, fucking
It
the
was the Double
forest and
J
shit.
Ranch, right? Wasn't it Double J Ranch? But there's an
It's like, yeah, I think you're right.
changed names and shit a couple times. But there's one that it's known by, and I'm drawing a blank on it. But anyway, yeah, they like on the highway when we went by, yeah, I mean it was fucking football fields of just tents, like fucking wild. And I think it's concerts and shit too. So I think they have like a main stage and a band and camping area or whatever. But yep.
It's a big, big thing, man. Definitely big to do.
Funny, I
That's why I
mean,
can't believe I had never been to it. To be honest with you, right here in my backyard, I've never fucking been.
I'm just not into like the designer shit where they're fucking making it in a lab or whatever. I don't know.
No, but
Mushrooms get me
there's
a little bit because they grew out of the ground. You know what I mean? Like fucking cannabis grew out
right.
of.
So that
You can't
I'm
overdose.
with you. So that just
You fucking
that'd
can't
be the route.
That's the other way,
That'd
right?
just be the route.
I
Yeah.
like those kind of. I like those kind of safety nets. What? Oh, you never up. You can't. You can't overdose from it. Oh, okay, cool. I like that. I like those odds.
Does make it a little more appealing for sure. For sure.
Yeah, some of that shit you just hear about, like whatever. What? What's the one? People go all fucking nuts now, in, like in Florida or whatever. It's not meth. It's a
The
new one.
fucking bath salts.
Yeah, but it's a different one. It's like Flacca. Flacca, I think it's the name. I have zero
Oh yeah,
idea or concept of what it is, other than it's probably similar to like a meth of some. Is my take on it. I don't know. I don't know how they take it. I don't know how they do it. Any of that, but some of that shit. It's like when you read about it, you're like, who the fuck tries that for the first time? You know what I'm
yeah. I
saying?
gotta agree.
Like who the fuck tried that? You know, some of that shit you're just blows my mind. Like, how do you just like, all right, fuck it, you know? I don't know.
They're with you. It's like, yeah. It,
I,
then just like even once it's established, a lot of this stuff I don't understand why people try it and run with that shit. You know, it's like a lot, the addiction and dangers are clearly well marked on all these drugs and shit. So I can't never figure out why people still go that route and pick them up after the fact anyway. Like, I know I'm going to get addicted to this. 9 out of 10 people get addicted, but that one's not going to be me. I know that one.
yeah, I got this shit.
I'm
So
going to show the rest of them how not to be addicted.
it doesn't work that way though. It does not
No,
work that way at all. That's why,
no, just
like I know you. This is close to your heart or whatever, but the prescription pill thing, like that's why you see so many. You know what I mean? People, it takes people out. It doesn't matter what your stature in life is. That's what I was trying to get at. Where you're at in life, it don't fucking matter if you're a doctor, brain surgeon, rocket, whatever. You know what I mean? It's everybody's falls victim to that because it's a fucking. It's the way that works. It's hard.
yeah, they definitely they're them things are like a tree basically or a plant, man. They just root deeper and deeper into you until they've got that hold on you that you never even realized that they had. And it's just a bad thing. They're covered to begin with, and they just end up hurting you all the way through. It's just a mask. It's just a mask for your pain. That's all it is.
That's what my buddy was getting sick of too. Was like he had multiple surgeries, and he'd talk about too. Like he'd take some of the pain pill, and he's like, then I wouldn't feel my fucking back, right? And it'd be wonderful. But then I'd go do the shit that I'm not supposed to do because my back didn't hurt, you know? And then I'd fucking hurt my back even worse because I didn't feel that I was hurting my back, you know? So he's like out playing ball, playing catch, you know, with his kids or whatever. And he liked to pitch. So he's fucking starts winging them like he used to because his back felt fine. Or he went whatever, golfing or I don't know, just different shit. It's like later on, you're like, well, duh. And he's like, I don't know, I know. Fucking, but it felt good. Which would
That
suck.
they're their own addiction as well. I think it's like designed into the drug itself because even though, and this is the other thing too, this is my case, or I've met my case. This is what I tell people that are when they're trying to get off of that stuff, they don't realize, like, say I'll use myself as an example. Let's say I've got a shoulder, injury here, and then the doctor describes me some pain medications, Vicodin, whatever the fuck they describe. That shit goes into your system. You start feeling good. Oh, just like you're saying, yeah, I feel better. I feel better. So you start reducing your medicine there, and then the nature of the beast is pain. Actually, that stuff when it leaves your body actually causes aches and pains and stuff. The withdrawals and stuff from the medication actually gives you body aches. And I think people mistake those body aches and shit as the pain coming back. So they go right back in. Oh shit, I wasn't ready. So they start taking it again and again. And then as the body builds up the tolerance to what they're getting, their doses get stronger. The aches and pains as they go, okay, I feel good for the last few days. I'm not going to take them today. So now because of the larger dose, the pains are worse. Now you're back into where you were, and it just seems to build and build and build. And what people don't realize is 9 times out of 10, the injury itself probably is healed, but the pain that you're feeling isn't injury related; it's medicine related. So
It's
you keep the cycle
your
going.
brain tricking yourself into wanting to take it again. It's like an echoing of
Yeah,
in your brain, so that you trigger that want to take it again. It's just the way the addictions of trying to control your behavior type of thing. But yeah, dude, the withdrawals fucking sounds horrible. Horrible as fuck, man. Sick as a dog, lightning shooting out your fucking fingers and toes and shit. Like crazy. Stories my buddy had about it. I haven't gone through that, but thank the Lord. Because yeah, it's very tough stuff.
yeah, it's wiped out. Pharmaceutical drugs have wiped out a good portion of my mom's side of the family for sure. It took out most of her sisters, my uncle, a lot of friends, a lot of her friends I watched over the years die from fucking drug related deaths. I've seen friends myself get chased down the alleys from injuries. Just like we're talking about, good people that just got hurt that fucking behind closed doors developed fucking. It's so easy for people like we're talking about, respectable people. Not that any one of us isn't a respectable person, by the way, but you
Well,
know, to take be locked up into that cycle. They can go take the medicine before they leave and whatnot. It doesn't stink. It doesn't wear on the breath. You know what I mean? So a lot of people don't actually realize that a lot of people have the addictions that they do until it's spun way, 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 way out of control. And until it's until the signs are visible. It sucks.
and you get immune to it too. That's or like yeah, like used to it or whatever. So the doses keep going.
Crazy cycle. Thank goodness for cannabis, man.
Yeah, for cannabis for sure. Yeah, and that's why it is
It be
important.
watching.
It's what is it? That's why it is important for people to be able to grow for themselves. I just I don't know the therapy of it, the whole 9 yards. It's like giving that over to the giving that over even to like just provisioning center dispensary setup where it's taxation and all that outside of a caregiver's like a lot of people that need it can't get it then. You know what I mean? They just can't. Now you're tripling, quadrupling the cost out of the shit. It's like I really, really hope they
I've
don't.
said this a lot, but I really believe that the most medical value of medical cannabis is growing. I swear to that. I really do. There's just something about, being around the plant has its medical values for one. It has that empowerment feeling, which is, that's healing in itself. And just having that can do feeling, you know, providing your own medicine. That's what's more empowering than, thinking that you're saving yourself. You know what I mean?
It's really good feeling when they're all happy and they're kicking ass. It's not such a good feeling when there's problems, though. I will say that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. But everything in life has, not everything runs smooth. You just have to take it in strides and look at it as an opportunity to, strengthen your game and learn from it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Lucky. Glad you're here, bro. Yeah, it's something where I don't know, man. Hopefully that'll go like a national, at least be lower the drug status of it or whatever, so it can be medical across the nation, I guess. But all those things
What's
open.
up with fuck Google and you? What are they asking you a question like, geez, Smiley, you can type and talk.
Oh, I'm not. I didn't even catch it. What are they asking?
I don't know. I just seen the comment. I feel guilty when I do it. I feel like, when I start, obviously, I guess, it depends on the camera angle if you can tell like you're typing or not. But especially in the spotlights, I feel it's like, I don't know, Pol Pot would be like sitting there like the whole time. Especially if you can see the movement of the arms, you're like, "What in the fuck is that dude doing over there the whole time? Is he writing a book while we're talking?" I'm very guilty of not communicating in chat at times.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, Lexi? Twisted Roots. Twisted's up early or late, depending how you look at it. TR 420 community videos. What's up? T?
But he was on
Sounds like
the third shift schedule. Ripper watch.
open door, guys. Somebody you guys can pop in. Just saying. Just saying. There's a bunch of you guys that's got the code.
Talk about some shit.
Yeah. I was actually, that's why the background's up, man. My shit's all like tore apart. I was gonna try to do some transplant while we're talking, but now I feel completely guilty. You guys
Oh,
just leave me and Smiley up here.
I want to see how the earphones.
Shit.
Make it better.
Camera, I can't even swing you around. The camera is mounted. I actually took it out the boom and it's like right there, just staring at me right
That
now. So I
doesn't.
actually have to spin the whole table fucking right this second.
You can go mute a minute. I'll talk to chat.
They're looking pretty good. They're looking pretty good. I just watered them for the show. I think Jack's wrong. I tried to take Jack's word on that. I assumed that they were pretty dry. So I thought, well, I'm gonna try the 3 gallons. Jack said they could hold 3 gallons.
Do some more.
Yeah. Well, it took 2.5.
Yeah.
It took 2.5. It took,
It depends
but it
too. You
didn't take
can,
3.
if they're real dry, if the media is real dry too, you can like add a gallon and let it soak up. It'll soak up fairly quick that way, and then you can come back to it and add a whole more. But yeah, I guess I don't ever like filling them to the runoff. That's just my. I don't know. I just
Oh, I
don't.
knew they were dry. I knew they were dry. That's why I tried to top them off.
Yeah, and I try to catch them before they're real dry too. Like ideally, I like seeing it kind of just that layer of light wet in the bottom of the tube. Like you could tell it's empty, but it's not
Freshly.
like bone dry. You know. What up, Johnny?
What's up,
What's
Johnny?
up,
How you
Scotty?
doing?
What's up? Figured I better check in and let you guys know I'm okay. I'm good.
Oh
Yeah, I've been just healing up from the shots and everything.
look like
I
you.
went and I went and did a bunch of. I was feeling really good like the second or third day. That conversation, you're feeling really good. There's numbness going on in there, and I went out. I did a bunch of transplanting and shit, and cleaned up the house. I was feeling good, And the next day, man, I was done. I mean, I couldn't even get out of bed. I mean, yeah. So yeah, it's
Case
stupidity.
in point.
Yeah, case in point, right there. After you were talking that shit, I said, "Oh man, I got to get on and tell this stuff," because I did just that, and it was the numbness that they put into me, and it was supposed to last 2-3 days, and well, it lasted 2-3 days. Second day, I was out there doing something, you know, just because I felt good. Walked my dog.
What's up, Lucky? Your name is up on the Zoom
That
there. I don't know if you wanted that or not.
Yeah,
Who, me?
Yeah.
yeah, he doesn't
No,
mind.
that's my name. That's not my name. That's my name. Thank you, though. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The other time it was my name, and I was like, oh man, that was too late now, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That was too
What's up,
late now,
Lucky?
kind of thing. Hello, 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 hello,
How
hello,
you
hello.
Lucky?
I'll tell
See you.
you, the last 2 nights have been such great episodes, man. I mean, I at first I thought the guy, last night was gonna have a hard time a little bit, getting his point across, being that he had such a deep brogue, so and I mean he did so well. I mean, he really blew me away. I watched the whole thing, all the way to the end. He ate up the wormhole and everything, which was unbelievable. I mean, it was great. I mean, it was excellent. I mean, and I thought, because I mean that guy Brett his was a great episode too in its own right, but I was like, this guy's gonna have a tough act to follow if such good material like that. But no, he actually blew him out the water in my opinion. It was right up there with it, right like boom, I was impressed. I was really impressed. I was glad that I caught it live too, both of them. That I was there for both of them. They were excellent. I gotta say, Eagle, those were on point, both of them for it.
Most definitely.
They do the episodes. I just show up and kind of just let them take the reins. So all the credit
Well,
goes to them for sure.
still as the host, you still kind of help to bring that out in some way. You facilitate it out of them. Being a good listener for one, or what maybe it's that smile that brings it out of them. But you never know. I mean, plus you were tripping, right? You're tripping a little bit.
Yeah.
The first one, man, I when he said he had a submarine, though, if I was tripping, I would have laughed my balls off. I mean, okay, I understand maybe he was just bullshitting, fucking around, but geez, a submarine, hey, you never know. You never know. I won't say that, but
I
that
thought
was
it
a
was
good one.
wild. I thought it was wild when he said he was working on that the real famous grow out west that like the most at the time it was the most number of plants. What did he say? It was like 30,000 or some shit like that. Like that fucking
Hey,
pretty
It's a
famous.
large number.
That was
he
huge.
seems like he's been around, but I'm saying because he knew his shit too. He was talking a lot of facts. There was a lot of factual stuff he was talking about, like the California scene and how they taking your money before you even started and all that shit. So I mean, he was talking a lot of facts too. I was very impressed with both episodes. I mean, really, those were
Excellent. Yes.
It was
super impressive.
It was pretty interesting with the grape ape story too, being all those that GDP and all those being the same.
Yeah, but deep chunk, anything that thing touches turns purple. Anything else purple. So how do you know? I mean, people say it's this and that and the other thing, but I mean, nobody. I can't. I don't know if anybody really knows because I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Because what do I know? What do I know? It all looks the same to me.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know either, but it'd be interesting. I mean, there's
Well,
the cuts.
you just never know. You know what I'm saying? Well, there's no way to really know what anything really is, but I figure that most of the genetics they have out on the West Coast been, used over and over and over again. It's not such a big world anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of gotten small. And something purple, that's, I think they just changed the names a lot. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I'm just taking a, poke in the dark at it. Somebody knows more about it. Because like I said, Deep Chunk was a very popular strain, and it turned everything purple. Everything, you know what I'm saying? It would be a purple. So, I don't know. There's a lot of things out there that are purple. No, I mean, you guys would know more than me about these purple things. I mean, any purple I've ever smoked has been garbage. I never liked them. They've been weak. They're just not for me.
I'm not a fan either.
What's going on, guys? Hey, good to see you, Mike. Dude, I just like listening to Mike, dude.
I know.
This is like an ongoing storybook novel.
I was like, who the fuck is talking?
I love it.
Bingus. Hello, Bingus.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah,
hi, Johnny. What's up, buddy? Smiley.
Hey, good. Hey, I wanted to say I accidentally snapped the bud off my jelly bean.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Well, I was moving stuff around. Shit happens. So I went ahead and I dried that sucker. So I'm gonna take a hit. I got that one little bud right inside here. I'm gonna take me a hit. I dried it up inside the machine. What's that?
How far into flower was it?
Oh, it's got about maybe 3 weeks left.
Oh, all right. Might not be bad.
Yeah, so it might not be bad. It smells really.
Maybe we'll get a
limey.
taste off it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured I'd get a sample. See what it's like.
Get the early bird special.
Yes. Definitely, that's happened before. How you doing, Vegas? Good to see you.
I'm great. I think if I was any better, I'd feel illegal. No, I'm feeling pretty good. I've been dabbing a lot. I've been playing with my new desktop rosin press from Canna, and it's working. It's functioning well, and I'm having a lot of fun. And I'm just ripped off my fucking ass. And just seriously, I've been pressing some of my harvest. I just harvested my strain called bingus, and fuck, I haven't had it for a while. Sometimes when you kind of take a break, and then it comes back and just.
I went by your page, Bingus. I was checking out your Instagram, Bingus. Very, very clean. Your production there. It's very clean. I mean, wow. I was like, wow, that's a lot of work you must be putting in there to keep it that clean. I mean, that didn't even have a shred of anything. Everything was perfect. And then one of the videos I was watching, I don't know, was I watching you live? You didn't want to touch it. You didn't want to move it. You didn't want to twist it around. You're like, oh, I don't want to turn it. You left it perfectly right there. You had. I was like, wow, this guy he's putting in work there. And you said you sleep in the same room with it, right? Your setup?
My bed area is just right in front of me, and it goes off at midnight. That was the bud chamber, which is the bedroom behind me.
Nice.
And
you might as well just put your bed right in the middle of it. You might as well just put your bed right in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? Just slide right in there with the girls.
Oxygen and CO2 exchange, when you're living with them.
No, but it was really, really, it looked like it was, I never looked at your page till the other day, and I was really, like I said, it was very, very clean, and I'm telling you, you can just see that you put a lot of work into it to get it where it is. You definitely put your time into, you know.
Thank
Very
you, Mike.
nice.
Thank you. First thing I do every day is clean. It's just
Yeah.
that avoids
It's
a lot of issues down the road.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's amazing. Like all the people that I do follow online or look at, without nobody ever has problems. None of them have problems. Like we were talking with the guy the other night, the IPM guy you had on the other night for pest problems and stuff. Nobody ever has problems. I think that's why they make moon rocks. You know, they want to slide that by you. Here you go. You know, who's gonna take a great looking bud?
That's a good point.
And roll it in some crap? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, not for nothing, the top shelf bud is gonna sell itself. That sucker's gonna run out the door. So why would you take such beautiful bud and roll it in something that's gonna make it look like a fucking piece of shit?
Got a good point, Mike.
It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It definitely, that's for when you want to hide some trash and get rid of it for more money than, you know. You know what else is funny? I swear all the pre-rolls that they sell over here, like I won't smoke a pre-roll because I swear that the kiff that's on a keef, whatever you want to call it, it smells just like incense. Maybe like somebody shaved incense off a thing, and then they you know what I'm saying? It smells just like, because growing up there was never no blueberries or you may get something smelling like pineapple and mangoes, but like to really get like something that's like, I've smelled stuff that smells like muffins, and I'm like that you know, I mean I've smoked many of years, and I mean it can't just be like that. There's something more to it, and like I said, some of this crap, it seems like I said, that it just feels funky, you know. Like I said, they'll sell us anything on the East Coast here. If you ain't careful, no, you know, at least recognize, you know, they'll sell you anything, you know.
Have you ever tried that gas station fake spice? You said.
Oh hell no, hell.
Well,
no.
I mean, it smells like incense, and it definitely will get you fucking.
You know, yeah, it'll make you lose your mind too. You know, who knows what's gonna happen? You do, oh my God, I would not. I mean, I've seen people, the results of them, what they look like, you know, and like zombies, and it's not something I want to partake. You know, I'm glad at least I got my head that far wrapped around. You know, you know what I'm saying? Maybe when I was young, I might have tried it if it was a different. You know, if I was 20, I might have been stupid enough.
I've tried a little when I was on paper, because you know I couldn't get stoned. And,
right.
And I tried
That's terrible.
Piece, but dude, you don't want
It's
to take too
like
much of it.
Nah.
You don't want to take too much of it. It does.
I see what the people look like.
It gets you high, man. It does get you high, though.
I don't know what it does to you, but I'm one person that definitely does not want to find out. Yeah, that's you know.
Look, tiny doses. I forget the name of the chemical, but it is it opens the CB1, CB2.
Crap. That's the name of it. Crap. That's the name of it. You know,
and,
death.
The beauty of cannabis is you can't open the CB1, CB2 receptors 100%. Like, it stops you, right? It protects you. This stuff, you can fucking blow the lids off.
I definitely
probably see God and a few other things you don't want to see.
Yeah, that's too much for me. You know what I'm saying? That's just way too much for me.
Not good.
You know.
But it does smell. It does smell like incense, dude. That's what I was.
The funny thing is there is a lot of people who do use it, and for the reason you just said, that same exact reason. Okay. That's at least what I hear. You know. I don't know much about it. Yeah, I don't want to know. You know. But yeah, but like the moon rocks, I definitely think that's because, like I said, who's going to take a picture perfect bud, something that, you know, somebody will pay top dollars for, and roll it around, make it look like a piece of duty. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I just don't see the value in doing that to such a great, if it was that great of a bud, because they're like, oh, it was the best, I won't spend my money on it, that's for sure, because
you gotta pay top dollar too. You gotta pay top dollar.
Yeah, you'll definitely. Oh, moon rocks.
It's the good shit.
Moon rocks, yeah, exactly, the good shit. You know, definitely, because I mean, have you guys ever had moon rocks? Anybody ever smoked a real one that
yeah.
was good?
Oh, I have, yeah.
Well,
It was really
I
good.
made them. I
Well,
make
yeah,
my
I mean,
own.
if you probably
but
made them
I don't
yourself,
buy
you know
'em.
what you're getting. But
But I
you
agree
know,
with you. I think they're
for us
covering
people
up
who are,
garbage in the
oh yeah,
dispos. For sure.
for us people who are stuck
I agree.
I'm
purchasing,
too trusting.
you know, no, you can't trust nobody. Nobody, you can't trust nobody. They'll say anything, especially
Vegas,
here in New York.
that's the West Coast. That's
There's
the
too
West
many
Coast
bridges out there they can sell.
mentality. You know, you trust,
It's
on
a
the East Coast.
dog eat dog world
I
out
got
here.
scars.
You know,
I got scars.
you know what I'm saying? You can't trust anybody no more. The world is, crazy. The world has gone nuts. COVID.
I was
Yes, it
watching the
has.
chat room and I grew some. Is in the chat room. Good to see you, buddy. But Ali came in and he goes, and he's saying hi to I grew some and me, and but it came out I grew some bingus. I'm sorry. Good job, Ali. Good job. Thank you, sir. And I'm sure I grew some gross good bingus. A little play on words. I don't know. I have weird sense of humor.
That was one of the reasons, like, I was having like trouble the night I actually found you guys and started following you was because, I was having trouble sleeping and stuff, and I was in one of them moods. I've been diagnosed years ago with PTSD, and like I said, because I was in a bed for 18 months. I was bedridden for 18 months. I just laid in a bed, and then so altogether 2 years I was in the hospital. So I spent about 6 months getting it together when they finally, and after everything that happened, they finally, started getting me back to rehab. But, I guess nobody really counted on me living, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm sure glad you did, brother. Shit.
Yeah, I'm glad I did too.
Good
man.
job on that, eh?
Yeah, well, it was
Big
all
props
luck.
on that
I mean,
one.
it was all luck. One of the biggest things was I had so many infections from the garbage truck. All that stuff got into me, from the garbage truck when they ran me over. So that was like one of the biggest problems was all the different infections I had and all, it was a real uphill battle with them. And the skin grafts and the wound, and they didn't amputate my leg for about a year later. They did it. They tried to save it first, so it was like Frankenstein.
That's got to be painful.
They put like 30 pounds of weight. They drilled a hole through my calf bone, right? When I'm awake, they did this. It was like, because I couldn't really feel the leg at this point. So they just drilled right through it, like they put a pin through a rod, right? And then they hung 30 pounds of weight, like the cruelest kind of, like, a hand drill, the ones you crank like this, that's how they drilled that shit through my leg. They came in with a thing. Yo, it was like, not for nothing. I swear to God, they came in with carpentry tools.
I love this guy.
Literally carpentry tools, And they drilled that thing right through my calf bone, right? And then they put weights like you would use, they were filled with sand that you would use at home, like a home gym. They hung them things up because they were taking pieces of my bone, and they said they didn't want my leg to shrink too much, where it would be too short,
Right.
And so, which I ended up getting a bad bed sore from that shit pulling on me so much. And then anyway, I ended up having to lose my leg because I got really bad gangrene in my leg.
What year was this? This was in the 1800s, right?
It should have been, right? It was 1997, to be honest with you.
Wow.
I mean, shit, that's morbid shit.
I thought we
man.
were talking about
Yeah.
1865,
Man.
I'm telling you'd be surprised at their tools that they use, that, what these guys have. I'm serious. They have like carpentry tools, some of the stuff they use. I'm telling you. They literally
brought in a Milwaukee with a lithium battery, to do it quick.
You want to know something? Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, like I said, they did that. They did that when I was awake. But like, I guess I really couldn't feel my leg either. They knew that the nerves were dead, and they probably figured it was.
Hey, Mike, how are you now? How you feeling?
How am I feeling?
Yeah.
Dynamite.
All right.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I feel good. By the grace of God, like I said, when I climb into bed, I'm just thankful to be able to get comfortable. It's like a nice feeling, at least, because Jesus Christ, man, being uncomfortable is like one of the worst things in the world, so find some comfort.
You would know.
Finding some comfort is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a great thing.
Yep.
It's a great thing.
When
But everybody has their struggles.
When you get rid of pain, it makes life a little bit better living. I mean, it's like, why am I here?
Well,
constantly
I try and exercise and stuff. To do a little something to keep me going. I had gotten real heavy. I dropped a lot of. I must have lost like 100 pounds. I got so fat at one point. I just was stuffing my face, the munchies, and I just didn't care at one point. I put on a lot of weight too after. Then one day I looked at myself and said, "Holy shit, look how fat you are." I was like, "Yo, I really turned into a porker here. I got to lose some weight, And I joined the gym and I lost the weight, and then COVID hit and I put some weight back on, but not as much as I was. I was huge, and to be missing my entire leg, that's like 50 pounds, your leg, all depends on your size. My leg, they said, was about 50 pounds, so you got to realize your whole entire leg is a major part of your body. It's like almost, I'd say like, I don't know, third of your body.
You lost your leg.
I lost a piece of my pelvis and my entire leg.
Jesus.
Man, that's hard.
Yeah. I'm lucky I didn't lose my junk. Came close.
Yeah.
Damn close, I'll tell you that. Real close, but no. By the grace of God, no. But I mean, it's been a long road,
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank God, thank God, it's been a long road.
Is cannabis really, I'm guessing it
saved my life. Yeah. Saved my life, saved my life. I can't even tell you how cannabis played such a large role in my life and my recovery. You know what I'm saying? Really, it was not only did it help me like physically, but mentally. I mean, more mentally than anything. Like for me to smoke, I really have to have a clear conscience. If I don't got a clear conscience, I cannot smoke weed. I'll be paranoid to, crazy, but as long as I'm doing the right thing by me to help, do right by me, I can smoke as much as I want. But if I know I'm fucking up anywhere and then I try and smoke, I'll be paranoid to hell, it just doesn't sit right with me. That's the good thing about it. Keeps me in check as a person and with my conscience, There's
a lot of balance that happens. When you open up that energy, that balancing energy that activates our endocannabinoid receptors, every aspect of this human meat suit that we're running around in becomes more balanced. And that's a fact. I've had many surgeries. I've had open heart surgery. I've had 3 neck surgeries. I mean, I'm in pain pretty much all the time if I do not take my cannabis gel caps and smoke copious amounts of cannabis. And so people don't even know I'm stoned, really, because I'm stoned all the time.
Nobody knows that.
I'm just stoned. That's who I am. So.
This is my natural.
Best way to be. Best way to be.
Yeah.
So I think it's a blessing too, man. So you're not alone, and it's just awesome.
Thank God. Thank God. That's why I'm here, because I realized, hey, there's a bunch of people just like me who love the same thing I love. So I fit in, right in. It's hard to be a square in a room full of circles, or either vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to be a circle in a room full of squares. But I fit right in. It was like, it was like boom. It was.
Dude, I think you should be on the road, man. You should be having Comedy Central. Just you have a great personality, brother. I'm just saying that.
I would love to make comedy. You know, it would.
You got me smiling and laughing immediately. So I mean,
well,
that's
hey,
a gift, brother. That's a gift that needs to be spread around a little bit. You know what I mean?
That's a great compliment. I appreciate it. Thank you. And then maybe one day, you never know. I still feel like I got a lot of time. Like some of the things they talked about in the last 2 days, I felt like was running against the clock, like stuff I said. You know what I'm saying? How time is not on our side, anybody's side,
Not really.
Some of I think Brett had said some things that sounded like, running against the clock, that time is something you cannot buy, and wasting time and, it's
Man, all those
that'll eat
fishing
at you.
trips I'm missing out on, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Boy, I wish I haven't been fishing in years. Haven't done nothing since. Very limited to what I've done in the last because of my leg situation, because of the wheelchair more than anything,
Yeah, it limits you to a dock.
Yeah. Well, I don't really know anybody who fishes, so I just haven't had nobody say, "Hey, Mike, you want to go fishing? Let's go. I'll help you. We'll get there together."
I used to hear that kind of comments early on in my life, because I used to do a lot of fishing. Somebody come by, you want to go fishing? You don't hear that kind of shit. First of all, nobody comes by.
Right?
You can't really do any fishing.
Well, now with COVID, forget it.
Yeah,
you gotta go by yourself.
What are we going to do? Fish online to a little fake fish pond, and Michael toss in his line and all that.
Well,
they
bingus.
You can do that.
Bingus. Yeah, you probably just started yourself a little niche. I'm telling you, somebody out there would probably be game. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I've been fishing for a while. How do you fish groups? That'd be interesting.
Virtual
I just
fishing,
landed a big one.
Come up with an app for it. I bet you there already is one.
Oh, geez.
I don't think about it though. I mean, you could actually probably do it like to where the line was like just out in front of you,
and
you could like pull back with your mouse. You know what I mean? Kind of like jerk back like you would with the pole and shit.
I bet you there's an app already. I bet. If you could think of it, there's an app already.
You're right.
If you know what I'm saying, there's already an app, man. I swear to God, I said to myself, man, our washer and dryer had broke a couple months back. I was like, wow, if you had some sort of thing to like reserve yourself a washing machine, and maybe, you know what I'm saying? So when you get there, it's there because it's so crowded, the place. I never had to do laundry out, So I was like, wow, doing that. But come to find out there was already an app for it. There's already somebody who's doing some shit like that. Yeah. I was like, God damn, how come I'm always late? How come I'm always late? Because like I said, if you could think of it, if ain't somebody else thought of it, then if you can think of it, it can happen. That's how I look at it. If your mind can comprehend to think of something, whether you come up with this idea and it's never been, then there's somehow it is possible. If your mind can think of it,
the problem is with that is every time you come up with an idea, there's at least 10 other people at that exact same time that are coming up with that same idea.
I wonder, I have thought of that. Is there like somebody in Europe who said, like, oh,
it happens all the time, man. It happens all the time. It's just a little bit different, but that same idea. Yeah,
I wonder if it's like the watchers, like throw out a little tidbit and see who's the one to develop it faster than the rest. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there somebody? Because I feel like somebody trickles down information to us every once in a while. Like, I almost feel like they like, I'll think of something, I'll be like, damn, that's a crazy thought, and then all of a sudden I can't remember it, and I'll be like, damn, they stole it from me, like I feel like they reached into my head because they were like, nah, you can't have this information. You can't have this information, so we're gonna pull it back. And I'll be like, damn, what was I thinking? I can't remember.
Dude, I've never heard a better explanation for short-term memory loss.
They erased my hard drive. Well, you got your floppy disk and you got your hard drive, you know what I'm saying? And like, So you drive down the street, right? You drive down the street and you get to the corner and you don't really remember going past all them cars because it's not on the hard drive; it's on the floppy disk. It kind of gets put out the window. You know what I'm saying? But like only the things we really need to remember go on the hard drive. I look at it like a computer, our brain. You know, it's the same thing. It's somebody developed a computer on the base of a brain, if you ask me. You know.
My plants just went to sleep.
Yeah, it's getting spooky over there. Bingus.
I got this little LED lamp. I should redirect it. There we go.
Yeah, I had a great idea a while back in.
I just had one too, and they fucking stole it from me.
No, they didn't.
That's great. They probably did.
Yeah, but mine was stolen from me too at the same time.
You're going to give it to me in about 30 seconds. Wait a minute.
Yeah. No, what it was, this is before they had prepackaged cookies that you could just throw in the oven and bake. This is before they had that. And that was my idea. To start,
it might have been. You might have been slow.
John, I bet you had more.
No,
you got plenty of ideas.
No, because I had my own cookie shit. I had my own cookie line going on at that time. And I was saying, people are lazy. They don't want to go home and make a batch. They want to go home, take something out of the freezer, throw it in or whatever, take it out of the refrigerator, throw it onto the pan and cook up one or two or three. That was my thoughts back at, a while, way back.
Way back.
And my wife says to me, "Oh, that is the stupidest idea." And I said,
"No, it's not."
Okay. And you know what? A few years later, I walked up and I grabbed some cookies by Nestle Toll House and I threw it in the thing and I said, "Look at that shit, man. Let's make some cookies tonight." And she looked at me and I said, "Yep, that was a stupid idea."
There you go.
Denver says, go ahead.
2021, that idea, and now fucking pre-made fucking cannabis cookies that you bake yourself at home.
There you go. You gotta find a niche. If
there it is, Eagle. There it is, Eagle. Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
yeah.
Check out Ned Denver's comment. It says ideas come to us, and if we aren't able to utilize it, it escapes us and goes to someone else. That's why you always notice your ideas and inventions coming out shortly after you thought of it.
That's what we were just saying, pretty much.
That's right, Ned. Ned got it. He knows we're all connected, basically, on the subconscious level. I mean, we really are. We're all one. If we would just fucking act like it, things would go a lot better, I think. But no, let's just be individuals. Even though we're 99.9999% identical. But no, fuck you, man. No, I don't like that.
Well, I believe the powers that be do understand the brain a lot more than we do. They have I always say that
Hey, buddy, care to join me for another hit? Sorry,
there's nothing new under the sun. The only thing that's different are the actors and the audience. And how long does it take for the audience to forget? Like generations. Like I was saying, like maybe they'll murder Meghan Markle like they did to Diane, like Princess Diane. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody really remembers, because it was a big deal when she died. So it's the same plot. Like you see how she took Harry and stuff. You never know what could happen to her. She shouldn't play with the royals. But, I always say, how long before, same scenario, because, like I said, there's nothing different under the sun. It's just the actors are different and the audience are different. So the scenarios, or the plots are always the same.
The themes don't change. It's the plot. Plots can change, can alter a little bit, but the theme's about the same. Same
pretty
theme,
much always the same.
Different age,
I think they understand how long it takes us to I think they have they know that humans are easily distracted. We easily forget and move on so fast. Like, you know, somebody dies, everybody's like, you know, crying. And then 2 days later, it's back to normal. Everybody's back to, you know, I got to go to work. I got to do this. I got to take care of my kids. You know what I'm saying? That person who died is no longer, you know what I'm saying? It's the only way you get a promotion is, you know, you're remembered when you die. Nobody cares about you when you're alive. I've had the same phone number for, Jesus Christ, I can't even tell you how long. And you know, if I was to die though, then everybody's gonna call. Oh, I loved him. I missed him. I'm gonna miss him. Yeah, but where were you when I'm alive? I said for years nobody called. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden everybody loves you and they miss you out. I was just gonna call him. I was thinking about him. You know, nobody cares about you till you're dead. Then everybody loves you.
You remind me of a time I used to go live in the morning, and I used to pal around with this guy on YouTube. He's no longer here, but we had some crazy ideas on how to, you know, create a little frenzy. And so I actually had a heart attack on line. I'm talking, right? And I said, hey, when you come into the chat room, I'm going to say, hey, Derek, I'm going to give you a shout out. And then I'm just going to do it, right? And, you know, he comes in, I'm like, hey, and I just do that, right? And I fucking stay down for like 30 seconds. And don't ever do that live, because fuck, 50-50. Half the people are laughing their asses off because they know how to keep it up. The other half are trying to call 911 to get some guy to show for some guy on YouTube. What's the address? What's the address? You mean the YouTube? You mean the YouTube address?
Wouldn't surprise me today. Everything happens on live now. You know what I'm saying? Everything. So.
Yeah, I got a lot of shit for that one.
I'm sure you did. Jeez. It's funny though.
I thought
it was
definitely
funny.
Shit. It was funny as shit.
It's definitely funny, but
it was bad.
I'm sure you got a lot of shit for it. Cause
I did.
Hey, I bet
well,
you
plus I've had a heart attack. I shouldn't be making fun of it.
Oh God. Hey man, we all gotta leave some way, right? Story ends some way.
Always.
You know?
Poor taste, my goodness. Early on, I was new. I was a rookie. I was green. And I had 2 subscribers. I thought I'd try something different.
You didn't think nobody would care. Sometimes things have a funny way of kicking you in the ass, right?
Oh, yeah. You don't want to be. My old man.
It was a good idea when
my old man would tell me the ass you kick today could be the one you end up kissing tomorrow. So be careful.
You go.
You know, he was a kick-ass motherfucker. So he knew.
I'm a one-legged kick-ass mofo. First man to win a ass-kicking contest.
Dude, I'm sure you've entered a few of those. Good job, though, Mike. Man, I love your attitude. And
thank you. I appreciate that, man.
I would never know that you damn near took out your junk. Good job not doing that. You know, good job missing that one.
Yeah, could have been worse. I always look at it like that, you know. I mean, I'm in a bad situation, but it always could have been worse. You know, that's one of the things that helps me get through the days when I think about, things could be worse. You know what I'm saying? They could be worse. You know, I see a lot of people that aren't even as well off as I am. And I mean, I like I said, I'm in a vicarious or, fucked up situation, but yet, like I said, it could be worse, man. So I that's how you gotta, like, sometimes, that's how I find some gratefulness when I think about, when I see like somebody on TV or something. I say, see, man, there's other people going through worse than I am, and that's why I should be grateful for what I do have, and like we're always like, oh, I wish this, I wish that, but when we actually get that wish and it comes true, we never say, God, thank you, man. Here it is. I'm getting this. It came true. I'm not talking like hitting for money or something like that. I'm just talking about like, something in your life that you're like, oh, I wish I could do it. You never really take the time to acknowledge those accomplishments. I know I don't. And I should.
Oh, I do.
I really should.
Yep.
I do.
That's good. That's awesome.
Everything that's given to me, I know it's been a gift to me. So, I appreciate everything.
I have a little thing I go through every night before I go into the nighttime journey. But
That's the
being
key to.
Being grateful is good.
You just took the words out of my mouth, Bingus. That's the key to the next step, making it to the next thing to be grateful about. Is actually being grateful. Actually saying the words that I'm grateful that this happened to me. That's how you unlock the next good thing. Is
Speaking
showing
into
that
reality.
you're grateful there.
They say if you
actually
speak,
have to
what you
verbally
want.
say it.
Yeah, you could speak it into reality. It could be negative you do it. It could be positive. You gotta go with the positive, though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they say you could speak it into, and I believe it. I try. I say, at night I say some things like, that I really want to happen in my life. I say them, out loud, so God could hear them, hopefully, and get back to me on it.
I expect
you never
you want to expect things as if you've already accomplished them. Really, I mean, I have a routine every day. I've been doing it for years, man. I mean, once I realized I was fucked up, just up here, because I have post-traumatic stress too. I got it.
Oh yeah.
And then I realized, okay, what do I got to do? And it was reprogram my thinking, basically.
Yeah.
And that really, that's the key. They don't teach us how to operate these human instruments properly.
Taking control of your thoughts and actually, willpower, and you know what I'm saying, and it's mind over matter. You know what I'm saying? It's like
stopping that loop.
There's techniques. We're not really taught. I mean, if you're lucky enough to have the inclination to seek knowledge, you'll find it. But it's not just handed to you. Like, hey, this is how your human instrument works, and it could be a multi-dimensional instrument. It's so popular that everybody in the universe wants one, but you don't fucking know shit because you're reduced to a 10% capacity. So, in your direction,
as is, no handbook.
Yeah. You show up and like thinking things are gonna be like, wait a minute, why did I come here? Who the fuck am I?
Exactly. John Lennon had said that his mother used to ask him, what do you want to be when you grow up? And he used to say whatever, and then she would be like, no, you want to be happy, and then you could be whatever you want to be after that. And I thought that was so like enlightening. I was like, damn, I wish somebody would have told me that when I was a kid. It might have made a difference in my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I was an unhappy kid, I'll be honest with you.
A lot of abuse. That's how I had post-traumatic. I didn't know I had it. I didn't do that's first time I smoked weed, I could actually sleep, which I was like, what the fuck is that? Wow. It was every day after that I could find it. And
that's like I said when I first smoked weed. I said to myself, this is how everybody must feel. Because I feel, I always felt terrible when I smoked weed. I felt so much better. Like I said, this is how normal people must feel. That euphoria, that
Now it's not for everybody. Not everybody needs to be fixed.
No, I agree with you. Well, like I said, I used to, when the doctor was when they were giving me Paxil and I was throwing them all over the room because I didn't want to swallow them, I would cheek them and spit them out. I said to her, I said, how do you expect me? I said, of course I'm going to be depressed. Look what that, I just lost my leg. I said, what do you expect? I said, but by giving me pills for depression, my mind will never get a chance to catch up with what's going on with my body. I said, I need to I don't know how long it'll take, but I need to, digest this. I need to absorb it. I need to understand it with a clear mind, not with Paxil mind. I said, I don't need this shit, And the psychiatrist was so blown away by that, but I was like, that's how I felt. I felt like I needed.
That's one of the most wisest approaches I've ever fucking heard, to be honest with you, brother. That makes complete sense to me. It's the other that fucking blows my mind. You're completely on track, brother.
Yeah, I said I
can't
need
let
my
it deal when
mind
you
to
suffocate it with Band-Aids and painkillers and shit like that. I mean, you're absolutely right. Plus, you get the depth of the experience, which helps you cope with it. I couldn't take, when I was in ICU for 4 days after my heart surgery, for some strange reason, I couldn't keep their pain medications down. I would puke it up, and that would pop the tubes out. And so all they could give me was Tylenol, and it was
probably better off unless you
well,
were super pain.
the experiences of the pain, in and out of consciousness, and some of the dreams I had. I mean, dude, it's just like, I don't know, it's life changing.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely is.
And
Definitely.
when and plus you got to mourn losing a third of your fucking body. Are you kidding me? That's
been a tough way, just to it took me a long time just to actually like touch my stump, what's left of there, with my hands and stuff. It took me, but then like I guess I got to that point where like it was, because it was very uncomfortable, like just the thought of it. So like it took time. Like I would feel it every night. I would look in the mirror, because like if I put a cold drink next to me, because they peeled my leg out and they kind of took the skin and wrapped it around my ass cheek. So all the nerves are like from the inside of my leg are wrapped around my ass. So like if I put a cold drink on the side of me, I used to have to look at the floor and make my mind compute that that's not my calf that's actually feeling the cold. It's my ass now. They wrapped it around me and it's over here now. That's my calf skin. You know what I'm saying? Because for 25 years, that was my inside of my leg, that's wrapped around my ass. So I was like, I could feel my knee, and so, I'd have to like look at it with a mirror and touch it, like, and over time, touching it and stuff has made it like, now it's like just like a part of me, after all these years, it's just like normal almost.
Wow. Dude.
It's a
Thanks for sharing that.
normalization.
That is, dude, who would know that? Nobody shares that.
They thought I was going to die anyway. So what they did to me was like, we're going to do this and we're going to give it a shot. But, you
Hail Mary! Let's go for it.
Hell, you're in bad shape as it is. You could die. You could make it. We don't know what's going to happen,
Wow.
They didn't really know, but I said, let's, what else am I going to do? I said, I can't stay here, forever. I'm going to die either way. So let's try, It was an experience, that's for sure. And like I said, still to this day, it's not perfect. I'm not gonna say it's perfect by a long shot. Like sometimes it feels like somebody's bending my toes backwards. I get some weird feelings still. And,
I was gonna ask you if you had any ghost feelings, like an itch on your your foot.
I still get some weird things. I still get some electric shocks a lot. But like the most one I get is like I said, somebody's bending my toes backwards or twisting my toes. That's like the most. That and my knee.
So is it like a cramp?
No, it actually feels
feeling?
like somebody's twisting your toes, like really yanking on your toes, like bending them backwards. Like, you know what I'm saying? It really, what it feels like is exactly that. Like somebody's bending my toes,
So fucking great.
So weird.
I'll yell at it. I'll have to yell at, like, I'll look at my, where my legs should be. Yeah, like, and be like, yo, cut this shit. What the fuck? I'll yell at it. Sometimes it helps.
Nerve pain is weird. I know that.
That is so weird.
I get weird pains down my arms.
I can attest to that because I got some crazy ass freaking weird nerve pain going on now.
My toes aren't
Yeah.
poking me in the ass.
I had a colostomy bag too for a year. That was.
Oh fuck, dude!
I didn't. They were like, "Oh, you might be stuck with this. We might not be able to reverse it." I was like, "You gotta try. You gotta try, man." That had to be the worst thing in the world,
Yeah,
that had to be the worst thing in the world.
That's horrible.
Man. Oh, bro,
Yeah,
I used to fart and the thing would blow up to a balloon, and like if I was talking to anybody, my shirt would start to pop up in the air, and then I'm embarrassed as hell, and then you let that sucker out. It's like. Farts are different when they're only halfway through your stomach, man. They stink to a different level, man. I mean,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's got a funky smell, man. Real funky as hell. Woo! I've cleared rooms.
A
man.
real compost smell.
Oh hell yeah, man! I'm blowing them fucking things right off my stomach so much. Worst, I'm telling you, talking to somebody, you can't help it. It's not like you're in control of it, man. You just be like, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm so embarrassed. But there's nothing you can do about it. That was.
You could put a bank club set up on
funny
it.
how fledgling.
Yeah.
Shit all over the nurse's hands, and I've done, it was a foul, man. That's what.
Oh,
it was
that's great,
foul having a
That's
colostomy
great,
bag.
man. Oh,
It was
shit.
foul. That was one thing I'll
man.
never forget. Oh man.
Mike, did you hear what he said?
No,
Mike,
I must have missed it. Guys, run
you
it
didn't
by.
hear what Eagle said?
No,
He
go
said, man,
ahead.
you gotta attach some bagpipes to that shit.
Oh yeah, man. Matter of fact, yeah, give me the sax. Give me the sax. It might be better.
Give me the bag, Phil. Just play a tune, brother.
The bagpipes, I'll explode. I'll explode the bagpipes. Need something that passes right through with that air, man.
I think you've done a very good job at coping with your injury, brother.
Oh, thank you for that, Eagle. That was awesome, man. I needed that laugh.
If we don't laugh, we're gonna cry, right? That's what That's the good thing about it. I like to laugh,
Smiles and things. Yep.
Lift spirits, like I always say, if I'm a miserable fuck, who wants to be around me? Who wants to talk to me? Nobody wants to be around a miserable person.
420.
So you gotta be.
We're on the 20. Let's rip another one.
420.
Yeah.
Take it. I got the song
Blow the
actually
horn.
somewhat ready.
There
Let
you
me
go.
see. Let me go see. I think I got a joint, so I'll be right back.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Just so you guys know, I said I was grateful for you guys just before the show.
Right on,
I say it very often.
And
thank you guys.
we're grateful for you too, man. I'm telling you, we have a fucking Kool-Aid hangout, man.
Absolutely. You keep me up past my bedtime. I mean, dude, nobody does that.
Does too. Shifted so many people's sleeping schedule.
Absolutely. Dude, it's a cool place, man. I mean, really, I enjoy it.
I'm gonna have to wash my dog tonight, man. He went out and got in the water. He stinks.
Dogs are pretty good at rolling and shit.
There we go.
There you go.
That's my ass.
Jay Giles person.
My uncle used to tear one of those up, man. He used to get into that. I used to enjoy that.
Yeah, it's something to do when you ain't got, when you're just sitting around. I screw around.
What, is that an A or a D?
I think it's a C for some reason.
Okay, cool.
I think I forgot. I see. I got a couple of them. They're different. Your A, C. It goes through a couple of them, but I don't even know where I put the box.
Cheers.
I love the harp, man.
I couldn't find anything. I don't feel like rolling right now. It'll take me too long. You had me up till 5:30 last night. That was one of the better shows. So he kept me up to 5:30, so I had to get up early today. I was dragging ass all day. I had a headache. I was like, oh, God. I was like, I can't stay up that late. That's just too late. 3 or 4 I'm good with, but 5:30 was pushing it.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry.
It was a great show. It was a great show, though. I had to stay up. I couldn't miss it.
I don't think he's complaining, Eagle. I really don't.
No, it was good. It was good. Like I said, I stuck to listen to it. It was that interesting.
Shout out
to
It was interesting to hear somebody else's point of view of smoking hash all their lives and flower secondary. It was a different point of view.
Yeah, exactly. I like the European stories. To be honest with you, because they're so different. They're so fucking different than what we're accustomed to growing up over here.
Exactly.
Completely.
I mean, we take it for granted our flower experience, man. We've always had flower and pretty decent flower, and it wasn't like I was telling him, man. It was a rarity for me in my life to come across decent hash back in the day. It was quite the flip here. So it's nice to hear those stories. Yeah. Especially, I appreciate hash so much, man. I'm like, man, you know, they're thinking. I hear a lot of the times too, you know, of good, bad hash over there, and I'm thinking, as much as I love hash, I'm like, it's a wonderland. These stories and shit, man, nothing but hash. That sounds don't sound too bad.
Europe is hash
They're
based,
like,
and Americas are flour based, pretty much. But and so that really is a different environment. In other words, the roots grew differently on both sides of the world. But we used to have good hash back in
even
the day.
now, it seems like they're flip flopping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're
Yeah.
taking on the hash, they're taking on the flour.
We're merging.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't Canada more of a hash scene than flour, or was it like both? Because I always think of Canada more as a European scene than an American scene.
It
You
is.
know what I'm saying?
It is under the Queen's rule.
It
Yeah.
is definitely under the Queen's rule. Yeah.
So I'm not sure. That's a good question.
I think they're more like us. I think over there it's back in the day, Lebanon hash. I mean, you know, I mean that stuff was incredible back in the day. I mean, so I remember the quality of it.
Cannabis, good.
So
Don't let
I've got a
me.
question for. We've got an all male panel here. I've got a question. Curious on this. Curious on this. So we bring
Where's
up
this going?
hash, and I've never actually tried hash until one of the girls I was going with, her aunt, you know, brought it around at the time when I was young. I think that was like right around 16 for go at hash. But the question here is, how many other than cannabis, uh, could be mushrooms, could be whatever, have you tried for the first time because a female, it had something to do with a female? Either she brought it to the table or. So, how many of you have tried something new? You know, kind of, it could be anything, I guess, anything, because she had brought it to the table. I have.
I have too, but I'm not. You know.
I'm not so sure we're going to tell the story.
Yeah, I'm not. Me neither, bingus. Me neither.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Magic mushrooms. That was great.
And I can tell you another one. I was, let's see here, 19, and I was working at a pizza place when I met this just adorable blonde-haired hippie chick that seemed to come out of nowhere with liquid acid and fucking sugar cubes. And she stayed around for like 4 months and disappeared just as fast as the visuals did.
So where is she now?
So
God only knows.
I don't know. Yeah, to this day, yeah. Just as much
Those are the
as
best ones.
Yeah.
Those are the rememberable ones.
That might have just been a flashback. You never know.
Just like a hallucinate dream. Yeah. Could have been. I don't know. She was a pretty crazy times. Crazy times for sure.
I'm waiting for a guy that's going to look me at this. I want to start microdosing psilocybin because I know it's very beneficial, especially for people with post-traumatic stress. And I still battle that. I have it under control, but it's sometimes, you know,
I also want to.
Well, controlling your thinking is not 100% activity.
It's important.
You know,
Right.
try to get as high at 100% as possible. Because you get hardwired. I mean, some of those early memories are very hardwired into your psyche. and it's hard to get over. And, I'm learning
Fellows.
through my studying that microdosing and stuff will really help. So I'm gonna give it a try.
I don't mean to cut you off, but my phone's gonna die. I just want to say goodnight. I'll catch you on the chat. All right. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, but I don't want it to die, and then I'll just be gone. Good night, guys. Thank you. That was great. That was fun. That was fun. I'll talk to you again.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Good night, man.
We nerd love, brother. We nerd love. Awesome.
All right. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah,
Like
definitely.
You're a great guy. Guy really knows how to tell a story, and not only that, but he has a million of them, which is when someone like that, there's a guy that needs to be encouraged to write a fucking book.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome, man.
Most definitely. I enjoy him. He's got great stories. He reminds me of one of my uncles, or one of my adopted uncles, actually. He was from New York. He had a fast talk. He had a real badass car. You know, it was just, he was just a really cool dude, you know, and this guy here, he reminds me completely the way he talks, his personality, all of it. It's just, it's like he came right out of the same neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Ace Boy in the chat room is laughing at Eagle. He said, my pops told me first time he smoked was with some cute hippie chick in the 80s. There you go, Ace Boy. Your dad, you come from good lineage, my friend.
Where's the hippie chicks?
It's exactly right, too. And he says, yeah, a pretty woman will make you bend your morals a little bit. I unfortunately have to agree with that a little bit. Definitely, sadly true. Sadly true.
All right, guys, it's time for me to hit the hay too. I really appreciate the kindness that this place offers, just being safe to hang out with all you good people, especially all you guys in the chat room. It's like I see the same people all the time. You know, if you tell your friends, neighbors, and even people you don't know, we could even have more fun. So I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. All right, guys, you have a good night.
Good to see you.
All right, Bingus. We'll talk to you later, brother.
Have a good one, Bingus. Thank you, brother. Yeah, that's two great storytellers right there, man. Both of them are well spoken.
Yeah.
Grateful for the nights, man, when we get folks like them two pop on and just kind of take the realm with some fun stories and stuff. Definitely grateful.
So
Smiley, what you smoking on tonight over there? I think we were both there.
Yeah, we both picked on
we
you.
We both went to the same thing too. What's in the box, Smiley? What's in the box?
I just smoked the platinum cake, so it's got me lit the fuck up.
Yeah, my neighbor brought over some wedding cake here, so I smoked a little bit of that, and it's nice. I enjoyed it, or it was some kind of cake, anyways. So that box I showed you, that was that's. I want to make that into a. I've got 4 of them, so I want to make
show
one.
Us again, John. Let's see it. Let's see the guard, if you don't mind. You don't have to.
I will. I don't mind at all. I showed you already one.
I've got you spotlighted.
Yeah. So that's a 5-gallon bucket right there. You know, or an air pot. So that thing there looks like it would hold probably I don't know, 35 gallons, I would say right there. What it looks like. And the nice thing about it is the darn thing is made in the USA. I thought that was really cool. Which is rather cool. It's made by Iris. But yeah, I got 4 of these things off the auction for $10.
Ain't bad.
So I want to make a worm bin, and then I want to make a living box out of the other two.
How deep are they, Johnny?
Uh, tape measure. I'll give you an exact.
Oh. Rough-ish. So it is. It's the storage tote.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's 13 deep by 27 wide by 20 or 27 length, 20 wide. It's a good little box.
You're trying to convert it to an earth box kind of setup or a sub-irrigated?
Yeah, I was thinking about doing an earth box out of this one here. And I got a one of those moving dollies outside that I can throw it on top of, so it'll be on wheels, you know.
Yeah.
So once it goes in there, it'll be in this spot for the time, anyways.
So to make like the way the earth box is, Johnny, in one corner is the tube, and then the two opposing corners from not opposing, but the other diagonal, I guess, corners are where the soil media touches the reservoir. But other than that, the whole bottom of that earth box is open. Like that's the reservoir is like however deep. So if you did like a 2-inch reservoir, you'd have like 10 or 11 inches to put soil media in. Would that
Oh,
be
I got what you're saying. So you're saying, so about to like here would be for like the aeration in the water.
So
right?
this is where I always
And
come
then
in to kind of fuck things up.
and then dirt up.
So Smiley, hopefully you could help me out here, because in like the earth boxes here, these that have like say it's about what 2.5 inches of open space like for water, like you're saying. But in Johnny's case, he's gonna have to use something in there to keep that a water zone, pumice rock or something, right? And so you can't necessarily, because like when one, like say you had water there, and once you add water to that, the rock would raise the water level up. So 2 gallons, like say we put 2 gallons in there and now we throw rocks in there, that's going to raise the water level up higher
right.
than 2 inches. So how, what are your suggestions for the amount of gravel he should have in there and for like the overflow depth? You know what I'm saying? Kind of. How much should he keep in there to keep the 2 gallons
Yeah,
aerated?
how high
I
are
guess
those
that's the
holes on the
question.
side for the overflow? Anyways, that is a question that I was wondering. Because I remember
Yeah.
when
Or
Eagle
I
said
guess
he filled it up and it flowed over.
Well,
So
when
what is
you're
I
that?
gonna,
guess
Like,
this is the.
but
Go ahead, Smile. I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, you would you would have to cut your own like hole like that, definitely, like a bleed off.
So
I'd say like an inch or two or wherever you want that water level to kind of remain.
this is what I would do. As I was thinking, and I cut Smiley off with. This is what I thought of. I would like as Smiley talked about. We were talking about this. I don't know if we were on air or off air. Talked a minute tonight. uh, the earth boxes hold what, 2 gallons? You said, Smiley, basically,
Yeah.
before they overflow. So I would put 2 gallons in there, and then I would put my aeration in there, whatever you wanted to aerate. So, like, say I'd put the 2 gallons in there, and then I'd put stone in there until
yeah,
it got me up and above the 2 gallons. That's what I'm saying. And
I got
then I
those
would
clay
make
balls
that
right there.
hole, whatever's left in the water zone, I would just make my hole just above that. I'd make some holes just above that, and then I'd put my dirt in. Is that kind of right, Smiley? You agree with that? That would equal out for that 2 gallons.
So
Keep that 2 gallons aerated. or it would keep the
Well, this
keep
one
it up
here
and
looks
out
like
of.
it would be 2 gallons wouldn't be enough. I don't think at the bottom of this. I think it would have to be like 3.
I would do it by
Maybe.
a measurement of if it's
Yeah.
7 inches deep, you said, or 13 inches deep.
Yeah, it's 13 inches deep.
Yeah.
So
I would build the layers like what Leighton talks about. So yeah, you would still want to put your sand in there because you got to keep the organic matter up out of that reservoir is kind of what you're trying to do with some of that.
the sand being down at the
Yeah.
bottom would
You
keep.
lay the rock and
So
then you lay the sand, and the sand filters out the organic matter through the rock zone kind of thing.
what about like some type of like screen, even if it were like even like a lady's mesh, you know what I mean? Something like that that kept the fine particulate out of the rock.
You could, yeah. I mean, just filling it all in with sand, and then you would drill your bleed off hole right about the level of the sand, maybe, I don't know, or even down by the rock portion.
I'm at a loss here. I can't picture that because I don't know how it's set up. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I can grab the
I'm
earth
kind of at a
box and
loss.
show you the earth box. I have an empty one. I can show you
Yeah,
what,
yeah. Show me kind
like,
of what you're talking about. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be that would even be great for
but
everybody else. Anybody that wants to see what's going on.
as far as the totes go, I mean, World's Last Hope had a pretty kick-ass setup with that. So, I mean, he'd probably be your guy to talk to on the tote because his seemed to function really well.
Yeah, because I figured with one this big here, I could put two plants into this, no problem.
hmm Yeah, I like that setup that he had going on with the totes. It's easy too. Like if you're gonna move, you got the lid in your fucking tote, and you throw it in the back of your pickup or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like you can stack them. You can fucking do all kinds of shit. It's a pretty cool
Yeah.
setup. Makes it versatile in a lot of ways.
I like the
Yeah,
fact
but
you can get them
that's
in there nice and tight. No wasted space. That's the nice thing.
yeah. I could set up 2 of these in a 5x5, and that would be perfect. It would give me enough room. Hang on, I'll be back in a minute.
GMO saying that Potent Ponics have an image on IG at the moment right now with a plan with the burlap in it. So yeah, I could see that being a perfect burlap. Yeah.
It's 2.5, 3 inches. So there's like notches built in the bottom of this to hold this. I don't know, like locks in, I guess. It holds it like that. And this, if I can show you, is the drain.
And there's that pesky overflow. I see it now.
Yeah.
I found it again today.
This is what keeps the soil media up and out, and then there's in the corners is where it sinks in. So then in the corner right there, you can fill your soil media, and that's where it's wicking from. And these two corners up there, I'm looking at it backwards, and then your funnel goes right in there. So I mean, there is some differences between that and that and just a regular toad, I guess. Functional differences.
So May Mystic is asking, what about landscaping fabric? I almost want to say no to that. Like a landscaping fabric, to be honest with you. I'd almost rather see like the burlap bag or like I said, like almost like a women's stocking or something down there, something that the roots could penetrate and get into that root zone if they are that water zone, if need be, right? That's the kind of the key there, is they can get into that and wick. So something like a landscaping fabric would block the roots. I want to think it would create a layer where they'd like hit that and want to come back up. I could be wrong there. Again, that's just not. I'm just
Well,
saying.
yeah, I mean, there's different ways to go about it. Like the idea of the earth box is that it is wicking it up, but you're still keeping a separate. You know what I mean? It's not the whole
It's a
media
separate
isn't
zone.
sitting down in the water. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just able to pull from a certain amount. And what I was talking about with Leighton, what Leighton talks about is that upper organic layer. If you oversaturate it, that water will migrate down into the A's horizon and into the lower E horizon or whatever, and then it'll wick it back up from those as that organic layer dries out. So his functions similar but in a different way. So you're not actually sub irrigating, you're still top irrigating in that style. Does that make more sense?
It's in a cyclonic motion. It's making a circle pattern,
Yeah, I
right?
mean, yeah. So the idea is you're trying to keep your organic layer at the right moisture content. So whether it's drying out, if it's drying out, you know, I mean, if you oversaturated it, it can put the water into the other horizons, and if it's as it's drying out, it can draw it back out of those. So it gives you more of a buffer zone for the keeping the right moisture level in the O horizon. But yeah, I mean, as far as like trying to redesign that, I mean, realistically, you'd need some way to hold that, you know, that soil media up off to actually create a reservoir underneath.
Now, would a burlap, would the roots actually grow into that?
Yeah,
Good. So after you get done with the burlap,
I
you
think they
can
would
pretty much.
I think they would through landscaping fabric too, but I don't know for sure.
Well, the reason I want to say no to that, Smiley, is because we put it down to block out weeds and stuff like that. So necessary a seedling can't necessarily pass through it. So would a root have hard time passing back through it? That's why I'm saying no. That's why you put it down, is you put that down, you put some mulch over it to keep the sun down and penetrating through, and then anything else from coming back up. So that's kind of why I said nah, on the
Yeah,
landscaping fabric.
I don't know. I mean, realistically, they grow through the fabric pots, and I guess I would think that being similar to a landscaping fabric, but I don't know for sure. But, yeah, I mean, yeah,
I don't know. The shit that was in my yard, man. I tell you what, when I bought the house, they had a nice layer, and I've been bristling out for a couple years now. That shit's it's a fine cloth, yeah. It's pretty durable. It's whatever that shit is, it's pretty durable.
Made of
So
nylon.
I don't know.
Glass. Yeah.
yeah, and I don't know. I guess I'd be curious, like now that you mention it, like how like how World's Last Hope addressed that, and because his worked really well. So yeah.
Well, that's like I said, and this is I just I guess I'm gonna ramble off because God damn it, I have a marker and a peach pencil or pencil right here. Oh. But I'm really good at designing things. I've spent a lot of times, building and designing things, and this is what makes sense to me when we're talking about building this box. Okay, Can you see this? Goddamn, I'm gonna have to turn off my background.
Just draw it out and then put it up on. Yeah, just draw it out that you want, and then put it up onto the
It's
screen, and then show us.
no,
You
it's
know what
no
I'm
worries.
saying?
It's not like it's fucking top secret or any fucking something stupid. You know,
No, I'm not talking
it's
top
just
secret.
a
I'm
little bit
saying
of
it'd
a
be
there we
easier for
go.
you to
Just so
draw it out.
Johnny, this is what I'm thinking. So basically, this whole thing is your box, okay? And to find out what you're talking about is like, say you put in your 2 gallons of water, and that 2 gallons of water brings you up to here. Now you're gonna
Gotcha.
have to start bringing rock into that, and just science tells me once you add rock to that, it's gonna bring the water level up. So
Yeah,
once
right.
you add your rock level up, I would just start adding rock to your 2 gallons of water here, because that's what the earth box. Well, yours is bigger, so you may
Yeah.
want to do what? So it's almost twice the size, right,
I don't
Smiley?
think it's bigger at all. Hell no, it ain't bigger. It's about the
Is
same
that what was
size.
a? Is it okay? Then 2 gallons of water. We'll just use the target as 2 gallons of water. So I
All
would
right.
put 2 gallons of water in there, and I would start to put, like, say, your pumice rock in there, whatever you're going to use to keep that aeration zone. I would add that until the water level and the rock level were even. You know what I mean? Until it came up, it would probably be probably double. And then at
So
that
so
point,
you're
I would
saying
put your burlap. I would put your
put
burlap at that point, and then drill some holes right here. I'd drill some holes right there, lay a layer of burlap to keep whatever now is dry. You know what I mean? And then somehow or another, I'd work some kind of wicking in there, like he's talking about. What would you use for like a wicking, Smiley? What would you come out of the corners with? Some kind of fabric? Would it have to be cotton or something?
No, you can use cocoa or peat, either one of them.
It can
does
actually
that
be the
wick on its
medium
own?
that wicks out of there.
Yeah, whatever your soil media. I mean, I think the tighter it's packed, the more it's gonna wick. But I don't know, like what I'm saying.
Okay, so when you're saying bring the rocks up to the level of the water, so you're saying the rocks and the water are going to be like at the top, and then you put the
Yeah,
burlap down.
that's like where in Smiley's box, that level is basically where he's gonna have the grate. That's where his grate would be.
No, it's a half inch or so, if not an inch below where the grate is. The grate still sits
But
higher than where the reservoir bleed off
So
is.
you got a grate inside of your box.
so it's actually sitting in the water a little bit.
Oh no, this won't. It'll overflow before. So the bottom of this is where the reservoir is. So the thickness of that, like it's I don't know,
Right.
half inch, three
So
quarter.
then your
Come on.
medium sits on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the water line.
And does the medium
Yeah.
go through that, or is it
So
a
yeah. So
fine enough that
it can. I lay like a brown like brown paper down just to keep
okay,
it from initially doing it, but I figure that'll break down pretty quick too.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So I just do that when I'm initially filling it so it don't all fall through.
All right. That gives me ideas. Yeah, because I would have to have something to give it the rigidity and kind of support that it would need to instead of going down into the rocks.
Is it important that you're doing a sub irrigation or is it?
Not necessarily. I just want to do it, just because
Yeah.
one
He
more
likes
thing to try.
the concept of the earth boxes, but it sounds like he just wants to build one of his own. I guess that's what it sounds
Yeah.
like.
No,
Could be
I'm
right.
trying to think. Herb Farmer did one too in a 200-gallon smart pot, and he had one that he did way back in the day too. But I forget what he did on the bottom. I think it was like chunky cocoa or the hydrogen. But I don't know. I just remember Leighton talking about that, where you don't want to have your organic matter sitting in the anaerobic zone.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that would be the right thing to have.
Yeah, and yeah, so because the decomposition will happen, it's just going to be anaerobic decomposition, and that's where you're going to attract things like
Bugs,
fungus gnats and
smells.
too.
Right. Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
So that's the biggest thing, I think, is being able to um, not have it be able to wick but not be too saturated, I guess, if that makes sense. Because you're trying to come up with a concept in the design, so I'm just talking in conceptual terms. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think anything's going to be wrong. It's just going to be a matter of adjusting maybe your watering practice or whatever to accommodate to how it's functioning. But if you get an
Right.
idea of what you're going for, I mean, might give you a better, mind's eye on what you're trying to accomplish or what's even happening in it.
Yeah, so I could look at what World's Last Hope is doing, because I know he is using a larger tub.
You could hit him
I
up,
just
man. He's great, dude. I'm sure he'd be more
yeah.
than happy to answer or whatever. So I give him credit, dude. His flowers look fucking beautiful. So it's a dope idea.
Great. I do like the organics. I do. I am liking the earth boxes myself. Now I just got to figure out how to change the whole fucking system and do what I can. Do you realize this is okay? Even like I got to figure out. I just got need to figure out now how to bring it with my pots. Because what you don't realize is how much shit I actually have. I'm telling you, like fucking up over my shoulder there, like them air pots, them like the tank ones, you know what I mean? The plastic ones that look like the cones in and out. I have 50 or 60 of those. 3.5s, fucking easy, all stages of those. And then I got tired. Well, they're great pots, but they're kind of fucking a little harder to clean. So I went back to the nursery pots, and I have a large amount of nursery pots in all phases. And I have fucking smart pots, a bag of those, which I don't like to use because of clumsiness. And now I'm thinking about retiring all those to buy fucking totes and earth boxes.
Would you make up your mind already,
Thanks.
Nico? Would you make up your mind?
Yeah.
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 That's funny.
Anybody want to buy some pots? No.
Whatever, man. That's part of the museum collection you got over there.
It's gonna be a fucking gonna need a building sooner or later. Now at this rate,
Right? You can set
I'm
them
gonna
all
have
up
to
on
actually build the
display.
museum.
You can have walkthrough
Yeah,
retro grow ops. This is the way we did it.
that would be so funny.
Because they'll be like, I
That
can't believe they did
that
it
would
that
be
way. Look at how big
that
that
would be
palace
kind of
is.
cool though. Now think about it. If you did have like a commercial grow or something like that, a large scale, if you could have some small space to dedicate to something like that, you could use real plants, you could use fake plants, but yeah, just to kind of have it set up, in different phases, showing all that shit. That would be kind of neat. Today to have the fucking big old LED.
It'd be about as neat
Tin.
as seeing one of the old rotary phones, but
Right.
it's about as novelty as that.
Oh,
Which
Well,
to
it's
the
'cause
younger
you-
generation, that's something special, man. My kids flipped out about that. You guys had payphones that you could actually put money into and use? And other people would use? I was like, yeah, where the fuck
That'd
would
be
Superman change? How the fuck do you think that happened?
yeah, it was only a nickel.
Superman's fucked with
It
the
would-
cell phone.
We're halfway there right now. It'd almost be funny to just like drop off of like, just ask like a young, some of these young growers to help out, set up and grow, and just drop off a couple of totes full of like magnetic ballasts and them fucking adjustables that you have to put together and be like, all right, man, just you guys get this all set up and I'll be back. They would actually look at that and be like, what the fuck is this?
How am I supposed to do
What
with
is this?
this
What are
crap?
we? Yeah.
Doesn't even
Where are the
plug in.
LEDs at, man? Yeah, where are the LEDs, man? I don't even know what the fuck this is.
What is this dinosaur shit?
Is this what powers the grow? Are these generators? Are these converters? Are these converters? In case the power goes out? Are these in case the power goes out?
Are they like power banks?
It'd be sweet if they were.
Yeah.
Cheers, poor dirt farmer. Man, 4 o'clock came quick. Holy shit.
Yeah. It's 4:02 if you're dyslexic. It's time to smoke.
Right.
Just getting early.
Whatever, it sounded good, didn't it?
If only you could use time like that. No, it's only 2:04. What are you talking about? I'm early.
Yeah, if my
Totally early.
if my
What?
What's that, Johnny?
I said if my phone wasn't going dead, I'd walk you into the other room and show you my other ones. But it's on its way out right now.
They're
It
looking
might
nice,
last.
though.
It might last it, yeah, I'm not sure. Seems like whenever I get
So-
on here and I'm on this with the power hooked up and everything, it just draws the power down to nothing. Go ahead, Eagle.
I was just fucking around on my Zoom on my phone the other day, which I never do because I always use the Zoom here on my computer. Much easier for me anyway. So because I do it for such long periods, it's just easier to use it this route. But Zoom was nice enough to deal me a fun little thing. I noticed that it just must be with just an update, but you've heard me talk about several times, and we've had this problem, Smiley, to where I wasn't home and had to fire up the show and couldn't do it because you could only fire up the show from the computer or the laptop. Well,
You can do it from the phone?
I can do it from my phone anywhere where I'm at now.
All
Like
right.
fucking 21 events. I stay over at event and I'm at High Times event or we're at an event. We can still fire up the show
No cup?
wherever the fuck we're
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
The Emerald Cup.
Yeah, we can do the show from wherever now.
Right
Teach
on.
Wherever.
Teach Lexi how to water so you can have a few days to go.
No longer
go.
tethered to the machine. I seen that. I was like, it was like a little rail light. I was like, oh, oh yeah.
Another door opens. Yeah, that's awesome.
Have
That's
phone,
good.
have show will travel. That's what I thought. Is fucking. That's what I thought when I heard that shit. Hells
Will travel.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Now you're setting
That's
yourself
what
up.
I
You're gonna have to do some cool remotes.
I think so. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Dig it.
That would be fucking totally fun, man. Totally fun.
Yeah, you're gonna have to let me know the
Oh,
next
man.
time you head downstate again. Run over there and see you.
Right on. Probably like next weekish sometime. Probably at the end of next week.
Perfect.
It's so nice though, man. I may not have to, but fucking God, I can't believe it's nice that my daughter finally got a car it was a what she keeps laughing at me because I kept calling it a spark or it's a spirit. It was a spirit, a little compact little tiny little thing. It's nice that she's gonna actually have a car where she can come see me for a change instead of me having to run down all there all the time to see her. So that lessens
Oh,
my
that
downstate loads, but I don't know. I've actually thought about that. We've talked to. I think I sent you a message back and forth about like a vehicle setting up maybe there. I think that may happen too. Uh, I used to do that. I used to make that trip 3 times a week to do that down there. Yeah, and it was worth the 3 times a week. So I don't know.
There you
We'll have to talk about that maybe off air. But
Yeah.
that would be. Sometimes I forget I'm on air, damn it.
yeah.
It's too comfortable. It's too comfortable.
Right? The whole 15 people will hear you.
Right? You never know. You never know.
Never know.
How many people are watching? Holy shit, I don't even know. I got my chat up, but I can't see how many people
I was
are.
gonna
It's
say,
54. 54 is a lot more than 15. That's that's a lot more than 15.
there you go.
Yeah.
It's Johnny's on.
I'd still be doing it if there's 15, though. I'd like to make that clear.
Yeah, is there a minimum?
Shit,
Is there a minimum?
Fuck, I was grateful. I was
Five?
grateful when I was doing it for fucking 15 and 5 and shit. I remember them days. Shit, it wasn't just a year ago. I was like fucking 5. Fuck yeah, there's 5 fucking watching it and shit, man. This is cool as shit.
It is
Yeah, at the
pretty-
beginning, I was listening under a different name.
What was the different name, Johnny?
My
Oh,
original.
was it the real name? Oh,
It was
you
the
can't
real
use
name.
that one.
That's why I just went, well, I better switch that out, Yeah,
I can understand that.
yeah.
I'm already pre 420 and over here. Didn't even mention anything. Just grabbed the pen. Don't mind me.
I was just gonna laugh because you're like touchy on the whole name change thing. Like, wait, you changed your name? Which one is it on the list? I can scratch it off the list.
No. I was just curious to see because I do remember a lot of the beginner names in chat. If I would remember the name from back then, so yeah, that's why.
Maybe he was really Buzz Lightyear.
No.
I miss that cat.
Hey,
He's
I
under
know.
a different name. I wish he would at least reach out and go, "Ha ha, I'm such and such. What's up? Cheers, Husky, Spiky Pilot." Man, I'd like to do. I can't, Spiky. Come on,
Hey,
man.
Spiky.
Hit me up. Let's do your episode, dude.
Yeah, come on,
let's do
Spiky.
your episode.
Come on, Spiky.
Meow Flower was on yesterday. We've had a lot of people from over that way. Come on. Come
Yeah, Meow
on.
Flower. He was great.
That was a good one. He's in
That was a
chat too.
great. Yeah, that was a great episode, Meow Flower. That was awesome. Love your accent.
Cheers, cheers,
Yeah.
Wardrobe Farming. Another new
Uh-oh.
name right there. It's been hanging around lately. Johnny's going down.
Yeah, I'm going
Johnny's
down.
going
My
down
phone's
pre
dying. Did you see it?
420.
All right,
You
guys.
know
I don't
what you
think
can
I'm gonna
do is
make it.
you can always just turn your camera off, and that saves the hell of a lot of battery.
Okay.
You
I
just
will.
hang
I will
out
do
like
that.
that.
I'll do that.
You can be the voice. You can be the voice.
Okay.
Shit, he went into
I'll
the
be the
American
voice.
mode. It's
Still
Tom
got
mode.
Here comes.
still got my picture up there though, right? My little
There you go. Green 13 will fill you, and he's got his homemade
Hey, what's up, Green 13?
sub-irrigated cabinets. What's up, man?
What's up?
That's what it is, man. It's
Going
that
on?
camera, the microphone. It's too much for the phone.
Oh, you've been struggling.
Oh, I was struggling. So now I'm just my what would you call that?
Doing the audio.
Yeah.
The Green 13, did you catch the tubs that we were talking about? He's basically Johnny bought some storage tubs, and we were talking about different ways that he could go about trying to sub-irrigate that. But you did the same thing in your cabinet, so you could give him an idea of how to make the reservoir portion of.
Yeah, there's a few ways. You could put two tubs inside each other, huh? And then you could, in the bottom section, you could put clay pebbles just to make that gap a bit taller. That would be a nice,
Okay.
easy way. And then the second tub could just have holes cut in it for about this, and then about where you could put the two pots in. It's pretty easy to do. You get one tub, get the second tub, drill a hole in it so you can put a pipe all the way through to the bottom. Get the first tub, fill that with beads, put the second tub in and have a couple of big pot-sized holes where it can suck through, or just put holes all the way through it. Cut some, because all that has to happen is the soil has to touch those pebbles.
Oh, so the soil's got to actually touch the pebbles. I was gonna ask you if I'd put a mesh on those holes or.
Yeah, I've used air pots in the past. So rather than using the second, exactly right. Yeah, put some pebbles in, then laid an air pot over the top, trimmed it to size, and it was amazing.
Right. Yeah.
And then I've actually deconstructed that and seen the roots just mat across that air pot, but also down into the pebbles for drinking.
Oh shit. I like that. You made that idea fucking double toe. There you go, Johnny. Cut it down to 2 toes. You got the 4. And make 2.
Yeah, I got 4.
That way, and just be a matter of lining the holes up for the pipe to go down.
You don't have to line up. Oh, for the pipe, yeah. But apart from that, it can just be anywhere.
I do like the idea of having a big enough pipe, though. You don't want to have too small a one, because that's a bitch to try to pour the water down in.
Even with quite a large one, if you're not careful, you end up just watering the bed. Yeah, for sure. It's a bitch to tip water, and it turns into this thing, and then it's down below by your feet, and he's right. Don't make it too small.
Yeah, I got 1.5 and 2 inch PVC pipe, so that'll be good enough.
There you go.
Yeah.
As long as you can pour a gallon of water and it's deep enough, you're fine. Do you have a bleed off in yours, Green 13, an overflow? Did you drill so you could just soup your bed if you wanted to?
Yeah, probably that's what I did the first time. The first time I ever put the bed together, I probably turned it into soup and got fungus gnats like fucking mad. because you don't have that like gauge.
Yeah.
And actually, even until I got those blue mats, which I know you're hot and cold with, I had no indicator. So it was very much like, it's wet, it's dry, it's wet.
Yeah. At least it does give you somewhat of a idea. Have you found them to be pretty accurate or not? The blue mount?
I'm very happy with them. I lean on that system with confidence now, because now because they don't move and they're in big soil containers, you get a feel for it. It's like, as they start to dry out, I don't add four buckets of water. I'm like, it's starting to dry. I'll tip one in, then one tomorrow, and then one the next day. And guess what? We're back at 99 again. And so you just keep that. You start to get into a sort of a rhythm. Yeah. So yeah, I guess, yes, I'm quite pleased with them. I've found some stuff out which is quite interesting, which is that if you just unscrew the top and top them up slightly every now and again, you'll find that there'll be a little bit of water missing, and that's why you're getting dicky readings sometimes. Just make sure it's fully topped up to the top.
Yep. What's up?
I wonder if there wouldn't be a way to put a float system in it so you could actually see it.
I can sort of see it in some of mine. Like my 4x4, I can look down into the bottom quite easily and see the level of water. But you know what's also good? I can stick my arm down in there and feel how wet the pebbles are, even better than sort of seeing.
Okay. So you got a good sized tube that you can put your hand in.
That's what she said. Yeah, I
Very
do.
good.
Good one.
Very
well
good.
placed.
Good size tool. Yeah, it's
Cheers,
4 inch.
Twisted.
It's almost time.
Yeah, it is almost time.
It is.
I better pack one up then.
Get mine roasted. Cheers, everybody in chat. How's everybody doing?
Doing good, man. You okay?
Yeah, great. Doing great. Waiting for this full moon so I can pop some more seeds.
It's not for a bit.
No, I'm
No, it's a couple days.
I've got.
Oh, it is a couple days.
Yep, a couple days, man.
Shit, that feels like it's come round fast.
Yep. Yep.
And in general, it seems like it goes really fast anymore.
I got a few of them lined up to crack.
I'm gonna try to pop some of that Agent Orange again. I didn't get any of those to grow. That sangria's growing great. That shit's like going head to head with this chronic skyrocket. It's going good.
It's been crazy the mixed results on germination on those. Some done better than others. Chili's done better in some places than the Agent Orange, and Agent Orange done places better in some places than the chili. It's
the chili was 24 hours for me, Eagle. 24 hours for a straight 5 out of 5. It was the most vigorous set of seeds I ever popped.
Man, that's amazing. Because mine, out of the 4 that I put in, I only got 1 that came up, and it actually ended up being a female.
That was my Agent Orange. I got nothing.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I got 1 that came up. And
yours is a male green 13?
And I.
No, I've got. Sorry. Yeah, no, I didn't mean to specify. I've got some female chili beans ready to go, and I've got a couple of sangria that is, don't know what sex yet. Oh yes, I do. Yeah, sorry, 1 girl, 1 boy. Chuck the boy out.
No, but remember you had those big Agent Orange before.
They're all girls.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, they weren't Agent Orange. They were Chili Bean.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have any Agent Orange.
Oh, I thought you were doing the Agent Orange grow. I thought you kept showing Agent Orange. My bad.
You got both.
Yeah.
There's my 420 alarm. I actually set an alarm for that shit.
Right on.
Cheers, guys. Dab son.
Cheers.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is my sangria, and that's one of the
Okay.
most liked pictures I've ever put up. It's got
That's my fucking plan.
1,133 likes, and it's not
Wow.
even in flower, dudes. People just like that picture.
That's beautiful. Wow.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
awesome. It's a nice
Oh,
looking
yeah.
plant. Wait till that thing flowers, Green 13.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it. She's beautiful.
They showed sex really clearly without sexing them, Eagle. I just potted them up. A week after they potted up, the boy showed balls and the girl showed stamens. So it was easy as that. I didn't even have to trick them.
Yep. I love when it does it that quick. I hate the ones that are tricky that look like a girl the whole time and then bam, pop balls. Like, wait a minute. No.
Right?
Yeah,
Fucking
super
hate that.
vigorous lady being really like, look at me, I'm a girl, I'm a girl, I'm a girl, I'm a boy.
No. I had shit that had paintbrushes like half the summer. And then I go and look and it's like, boom, no, I got balls now. Like, wait a minute, you had paintbrushes all summer, just no hairs. Wait for the hairs the whole time, no balls. I call those Hermes, though. That's what I call a Hermes. I don't know.
Shout out to Tommy Tricones for dabbing on this 2 scoops. Still dabbing on that shit. Pretty good, man. Good job.
What's up, Tommy?
Johnny, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing okay.
I know you went.
Doing better.
I know you went to the doctors and stuff. I didn't hear from you, so I figured you probably didn't feel too good.
Yeah, I might as well let everybody know what kind of happened. I've been falling a lot.
Oh, dude, that's not good.
My right leg will just stop moving, and I'll end up planking, and I just wham fall on the ground. And the other day I fell off of 2 steps off of my front porch down onto my driveway, and I called up the doctor and I said, we got to do something about this because I can't keep doing this, because right now my neck, the way it is, if I hit it just the right way, I could end up being Christopher Reeves.
Wow. Your neck or your head?
My neck.
Dude, I would wear a brace. I'd wear a bulletproof brace.
So the fact that I've fallen so many times, it freaks me out every time.
Damn,
because
dude.
I when I'm laying on the ground, I always say, thank God it didn't kill me this time, But so basically, the doctor put epidural shots into my pelvic and I think there was 1 or 2 shots into my pelvic, and then 4 or 5 shots up my my spine and my lower lumbar. So it literally has made it so that I could walk down my hallway without gliding on the wall.
Yeah, Jesus, man.
So it's much better for me to as far as mobility goes. So I'm very happy about that. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool, but damn, dude, were you able to make butter or oil?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, I made both of them.
But yeah, I knew that you had to go to the doctors or whatever, so I didn't bother you.
Yeah, I made both of them. And that day I was out of it. I just couldn't even hardly move that day.
I figured I didn't even bother you. I didn't see a message from you, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not even gonna hit him up. I let you rest, or I figured you weren't doing too good. It was cool.
Yeah, so it was good. Operation went good. I'm feeling much better. I overdid it the other day and hurt myself. I just kind of didn't hurt myself. I overstressed the area because I was feeling good, so I did stuff.
No, that sucks, bro.
Yeah.
What
it is when you haven't been able to do something for such a long time, and then you have the opportunity, you freaking do it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I look at stuff, you know. So I did what I had to do, you know, did some vacuuming, some mopping, and that was too much for me,
Wow.
which is
Wow.
which
Yeah.
yeah, which sucks, you know.
Yeah. It does, dude. Holy shit.
I used to work 18 hours a day, you know,
That's what getting
before this
hurt does,
accident.
dude. That's what getting
Yeah.
hurt does. And no one understands that. You know, no one, they might look at you and go, "You look fine." You don't
Oh,
understand,
I
dude.
look
You
healthy.
just don't
Yeah.
get it. You don't get
Yeah.
it. You know, people just
Yeah.
don't understand.
My structure is messed up right now. So that's what I'm dealing with. And the next thing I need to do is I'll be having some shots in my neck to steroid it so that they can actually focus in on where the operation is. They say I need a stage 4 neck operation,
Now, this is not a
which
stage 5 clinger, dude. You know, I
no.
heard those are pretty bad.
So, but the doctor said maybe we can get away with doing a stage 2. So I'm hoping.
You feel like you're in good
But
hands, brother.
I'm in the hands that I'm in.
Yeah, I didn't want an arm at the end of that, dude. Fuck. Okay.
No,
Dude, I
I
think
am in the.
anytime you're getting neck surgery, you're kind of like just cross your fingers.
Oh Lord, man, it scares the shit out of me. Let me tell you,
Yeah,
it
it's
does.
whatever.
Yeah, it scares the shit out of me. It really does. But you
We're
know,
on those.
I figure if I don't do something about it, I'll end up being paralyzed. You know, so
John,
I need to.
great job, man. You're being brave and you're facing it, and good for you, man.
Yeah,
You're gonna be good. Don't you worry.
yeah. So
I know you're
mess
gonna
with.
worry, but just
Yeah. You know, I'm worried, but at the same time, and it's funny. They keep trying to push opioids on me. Those fucking assholes.
Imagine that.
Both of you.
You
Yep.
know.
Tell them
And
I'm
I
good. I
look
got
at them and
weed.
I said, yeah, I tell them, no, you keep that shit away from me. They said, well, what do you do for pain? I say, I meditate.
No, I tell them I got weed. I'm cool. Thank you.
No, I tell them I meditate. I do breathing
That's a
exercise, and my breathing
good answer.
exercise has a bong at the end of it.
Like
Yeah.
Great answer. Well, Twisted, the reason why in some instances, man, even though, like, say California is a perfect example, man, even though it's medical out there, your doctor gets wind of you using cannabis or have a license. Now, say tomorrow you go out and get hit by a truck and you need a fucking organ. You're going to get passed up for an organ because of that fucking card. If they know you got that card like
Really?
that, it kind of, takes you out of some cases where we
Oh,
can
wow.
not get organs and shit.
I didn't realize that. Yeah, I was always told there's two people you don't lie to, and that's your lawyer and your doctor. So I tell my doctor everything. I'm trying to get, because I go through the VA, you know, and I'm trying to get help.
you can just do doctor if you want.
Well, that's whatever.
Yeah,
But, you know,
yeah.
I try to get. I'm with the VA, so we're trying to. You know, the vets are trying to get the VA more inclined to the cannabis, which they're starting to be recognizing the benefits of cannabis and letting vets actually use the cannabis. Because before they were like, hell no, they wanted you on all these crazy drugs. I mean, dude, if I was on the drugs that I have that I'm supposed to be taking,
Psychotropic drugs.
I wouldn't know who any of you are. I wouldn't know who I am. I would go play. I didn't know why I went there. I didn't know who I was. I'd have to get out my wallet and hand it to people and be like, who? I don't know what the hell that is. What is this?
How is that going,
So-
Twisted?
So
Is that going to happen
Just-
or what?
Well,
Sorry.
it's happening slowly, you know.
I mean, because that's going to open
Just
up
to be
some
clear.
serious doors. Sorry, go ahead, Eagle. I'm sorry. I'm excited about that stuff.
I'm sorry, I'm the one speaking over you guys. Just to be clear, I will lie to my fucking doctor about my cannabis use. You know who I don't lie to about it? Is the anesthesiologist. Now that's the cat I don't lie to. His doses have to be right, and it is definitely based on your cannabis use. So I do not lie to the anesthesiologist.
Yeah.
But my doctor, yeah, I'm not going to tell him that I'm, self-medicating with cannabis. I don't feel that's, necessarily
Well,
pertinent to his
I can't
fixing
let
my
my
bone.
doctor know. I can't let my doctor know because they are connected to the workman's comp. So
Right.
it's like
Well, yeah,
there's just
that's
no
different.
way I could even allow them or my lawyer to know because it just wouldn't
Well, that's
bend
a
out for
different
me very well.
situation for sure. That's a different situation. But I actually like to go into the doctor and teach all my doctors the benefits of cannabis. Anytime they say, nope, you should be on this kind of opiate, I say, you keep that shit right there. That's a problem with you doctors. And I break it all down. I get biblical with them and ancient, and like my doctor is Mexican. And I'm like, do you know where your people come from, bro? Let me teach you where your people come from and what you guys used to grow on.
Fuck that. My doctor's got two problems. It's either A or B. Can you put this back on or can you take this out? that's all my doctor does. That's the only fucking reason I'm going right there.
Interestingly,
I'd stay in bed.
I mean, we're talking about it a lot. I never talk to my doctor, nearly never. But weirdly, I had course to talk to my doctor yesterday on this very subject because I'm trying to get my medical card. But
yeah.
I'm trying to do it without her help, even though she's a cool cat. She's a very cool cat. But the NHS is a weird. It's a weird industry. So anyway, I didn't tell her, but I did make sure that I was asking to see some EMDR, which is like it doesn't matter. But I made sure that everything was written up correctly on my notes because those notes are going to be interrogated by these people who are doing the medical cards. So, and they were, it was all correctly written up. But yeah, I was like, I'm just not going to tell you because otherwise that's going to appear in my notes.
See,
for me,
though, yeah, for me, they wanted to know what I was doing though. They're like, you can't be off meds. Like you need. Because I don't know, all the time he used to be this like really nice guy.
One thing I forgot to mention was to get this medical card, I have to have discussed or tried 2 other pharmaceutical medications. Have to have. You're not eligible unless you have done that, and that's written in law.
Wow.
That is fucked, right? That is fucked.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, no, they want to make sure I was on something. So I said, trust me, I smoke tons of weed, so I don't get mad. I used to hawk out just all of a sudden. I think I was possessed by a demon, though. It was like killing me. But yeah, I just got mad all of a sudden for no reason. And then they want to make sure I was on some pills so I didn't hurt people. And I'm like, no, you keep your shit because you're erasing my brain, dude. And then so I just started smoking weed. That's why I had to move to Michigan, though, because I couldn't use cannabis in Ohio. I couldn't grow it. I couldn't legally get it. I was always getting in trouble, and they're like, you can't work and smoke weed. I'm like, then I can't work here, dude. I'm like, I go for the next place.
Those Michigan people are weird, though, dude.
No, dude, Michigan people are awesome, dude. Down lower state, down lower Michigan state, downstate, it's more like Cleveland is. It's like city, it's like urban jungle. But up north, dude, it's like Yoder's up here. It's like they're country folk. They're all, hey, and they're all, hey, you want something to eat? Hey, you want somewhere to stay? You want to use my land? It's fucking awesome up here. It's respectable, but it's so cool, dude. These people are not like Ohio people at all, man. I love it here. Absolutely love it. But yeah, cannabis, like we're listening to who was that? I forgot his name.
Dude, I wish the weather was better. Then I could canvas my wife in a more intelligent manner. When I'm telling her, yeah, Oklahoma's nice, we all know it isn't,
Oklahoma, you'll die there, bro. Shit.
Michigan is though, man. We got beaches that are renowned. So
dude, if I go to this beach,
just the latitude, my friend.
Pictures and post it, you guys won't believe I'm in Michigan. I'm telling you, if I had my old pictures in my old phone, you would not. You would think I was in North Carolina or Florida. I do it all the time.
Northern Michigan, the waters are beautiful. Up
exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's because of the calcite, dude. This calcite swirls and it looks like the ocean People are like, "You're not at the lake, dude." I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And it's aqua blue water because it's like glacial cold. It's not glacial water, but it's freezing freaking cold. Yeah, it's nice, man.
Just come out. Let me know when you do. I'm gonna jump out though, guys. I'm falling out here. It's always fun. The wormhole.
Peace out, Smiley. I don't need to change the name.
Peace out, guys.
I need that recipe, Smiley.
Oh yeah. I like your
What's the recipe?
The recipe for the earth box.
Nice.
That Smiley mix.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get the Smiley mix.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Did you end up putting some Bokashi Earthworks stuff in yours, Eagle? Did it ever come?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Did you mix it in with the soil?
I did. I topped it out. I didn't mix it in with the soil. I did like a top dressing with it. That I did. He actually sent a top dressing with it of like clove. He put that down, and I left that in there for a little while, and then like a week later, I actually put the bokashi on top of that, and watered from the top one time, and then went business as usual. And then just before flower, I went through and I put in about an inch of worm castings, and then I put about another inch of maybe even an inch and a half of Bad Bunny nutrients.
Everything's settled
bunny
down,
shit
yeah.
on top.
Nice.
And then I watered from the top once, and then I started watering back from the bottom ever since.
That's awesome.
I'm thinking I should actually water from the top one more time. Couldn't hurt to like do it every so often.
Every fourth watering, if you do half a watering from the top, something like that, it just helps everything pull through a bit better. If that top gets dry, the bed doesn't wick as well. It doesn't operate, it doesn't suck as well. So yeah, just keep it damp every maybe third or fourth, half a watering in the top is my regime.
That makes sense. Give it a little tune up.
Yeah, it just gives it a full moisten, really. It depends how deep your bed is, I guess, as well. Mine are sort of 12 inches plus
Makes
the egg.
Sense.
Yeah.
You got any worms in there? Inevitably, they'll eat that stuff and bring it down and turn it into compost anyway.
That's what it's made for.
No, not yet.
You probably have with the castings, actually.
I'm trying to like anything else, try not to get too heavy-handed with changing things too much at once. That's usually when things steer out of control, when you fucking, oh yeah, this is the fucking cure, everything gets it, fucking. Generally when things fucking get out of control there. At least
what the hell just happened?
It's exactly the same as last run, but new lights and different water, but exactly the same. But I'm doing a lot more. Nothing seems good.
Something's wrong. I don't know what went wrong.
More water.
Get more water.
The only thing the same is the tap water that the person used. In the room they're in, everything else is different. I like changing things up, though.
Yeah, but Eagles, we're all experienced here, and what Eagles talking about is changing 3 things at once and wondering what went on. We've all done plenty of that, but
I like his journey. I like his journey into organics. I think it's fucking awesome. I love watching synthetic people, synthetic growers come into organics. I love watching them journey into the growing, experience the plant structure, experience the frost factor, because that's going to be so different, dude. And the bud structure itself and the flavor at the end. I cannot fucking wait. That's like Like the veg part, that's all fun and dandy, but that's like, you get to see it grow. But at the end, that's the showstopper. It's like, wow, hold on a minute here, because with synthetics, you can pump stuff in it all day and make it taste however you want, but you spend a lot of money. In the organics, what I like is you don't have to spend nothing. It just does it. It brings out that natural flavor of that actual cannabis. And that's what I like, because then you can find, if you really like something, I could take whatever strain you want, make it taste like cookies, make it taste like brownies, make it taste like candy, whatever you want by putting all of that crap they put in it, But yeah, I love organics, dude. The journey is going to be great for you,
Well,
Eagle.
I've grown in super soil type, medium before, many runs, but that's somewhat of an organic type. That's a water only and some, pretty much
That's what
organic.
Tenacity does.
That's only to a certain point, though. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Where this is going,
Full web.
is a whole nother thing. I think, once you open up this kind of the level of organics, yeah, realistically, I think it's kind of a lifetime learn, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Look, every book that I've read so far, or listened to, however you want to fucking put it, Audible, watched, listened, you know what I mean? It's opened up another rabbit hole, making me kind of question what another something else, and now I got to go down that rabbit hole. I can see honestly years of back and forth, and I don't think I'll ever sell myself I'm like some master organics guy.
Brandon Rust is a
deep.
great example, right? When you see him on a show, but he's with someone else, let's say he's with Scott, they both subscribe to one another's thing, but they aren't doing one another's thing. Like they test soil in a different way and they look for different things, and they're both having extreme success. But those two guys have got to sit on a panel together and feel one another's thing. So it's always very interesting, and that's why it's endless. It's endless. When you get World's Last Hope on here, and he's like, oh, feed this, feed that, feed the other. And us soil guys are like, yeah, it's good. It's already there, bruv. And he's like, yeah, soil's cool. And it's like, we're all organic, but we're just still there's so many different ways, many different ways.
And see,
well, that's the thing too. Like, you've kind of just opened that up too. What I've learned about canna already is sounds good on the scratch. You know what I mean? You just the cliff notes on the back. Go out and fucking you're gonna make everything out of this and that and this and that, and it's fucking. Then you open it up and it's like everything has like a fucking yin and yang to it. You know what I mean? You got to add a little bit of this, but not too much, and you have to add a little bit of this. And it's like, it's not quite as easily. Yeah, you can make the nutrients fucking pretty easy, but there's definitely a fucking balance on which you add one another. It's not just as simple as it's made out to be. So you know what I mean? Every one of these is a fucking rabbit hole and a huge learning curve to every one of these techniques, but there's so much knowledge to learn and be, if you could ever mesh all of it together in one lifetime, then wow. Every technique that you could possibly learn.
Exactly. And that's what's really cool though about growing and how you grow. I mean, you grow, but you need to have a sustained amount, I guess, Eagle. Like for someone say like me, I can play. I just play around really and just grow whatever. So I can grow like a KNF, a synthetic, like an organic, a super soil, like a straight soil web with worms and everything. I could do all those things and have fun and play. And that's what's really fun about growing is you can actually do that and try all those different styles. But everyone talks about like playing God, you know what I'm saying? And like for me, like you guys touched on all these great bases, but it's like for me playing God is actually knowing nature. How does nature do it? Like without anybody around to do it for them, how does nature work? And that's when you have to learn every aspect of it with the light frequency, the shines, the different elements that are coming in, the vitamins that are coming from the sun, the magnetism from the earth, the soil, the nutrient web, the soil web, the bugs, all that shit, man. You got to learn all that in a whole like perspective and know it all to play actual God, you know, but or you can zone in on a specific technique and style and specifically study that and stay true to that one, you know. And that's what a lot of people try to do, because it's really hard to do all of it. Like you were saying, it's hard to put it all in one lifetime, and that's why we're only allowed to live 120 years, man, so we can't figure it out. But it's like everyone figures a piece out and then writes it down, and then someone else picks it back up, but we're only picking it back up when our brains are mentally able to comprehend it. So we're in our 30s and 40s. Well, what the fuck, man? We're already halfway done again. So no one ever figures anything out. You know, it's stupid.
In the last couple of days, I've had contact from both Mars Hydro and Bloom Plus, both offering me lights. And I'm like, oh, I really want to do a cocoa grow. So like the opposite. I just want to, because I've never done that shit. I've always been organic. So it's like, oh, I want to buy a EC meter, and I'm not going to. I ain't got any space, but I sort of just wanted to. I definitely will do it. I'd like to do a deep water culture or a cocoa, and just further, just
Why
one
not?
time, you know,
Why
just
not?
to find out, just to play. Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. I don't. I mean, I'm very big component for the organic thing as a lifestyle, really, more than
Sure.
anything. But I'm just curious. I actually just want to. I don't know. I want to do that numbers game one time.
Yep. For years, people grew weed with Miracle Grow, and today people shun that because there's better ways, and Miracle Grow is connected with something. But you've been smoking weed forever, grown by Miracle Grow people. You know what I mean? But it's like there's synthetics out there that work fantastic. But it's all about, you know, the footprint on nature and, you know, the environment and all that kind of good stuff that people are more concerned about today and stuff like that. So what do you guys think about?
Listen, I ran a 4-liter supercar last year. I know that it's sometimes weird just to touch the other side, you know, try and be a hippie, but what's that like? You know, it's just one of those, isn't it? It's sort of the perversion of it.
Yeah. What do you guys think about dry amendments versus bottled nutrients that are still organic? All they're doing is putting water to them and putting them in a bottle. Like, what's your idea? Does anybody do any of that? Like, I do both.
I do the dry amendments on a lot of my stuff.
I ran BioBiz in bottles for 10 years. More
The
than
what?
10 years.
The what?
It's a company called BioBiz. Big in Europe.
Yeah. Is it that's an organic based nutrient, or is that
correct? Yeah.
Okay.
High quality organic nutrient in a bowl.
Yeah.
So this is what I've come up with when I've used dry nutrients or dry amendments. Is I found clumpy spots. You know, when I mix it into the soil and I've, you know, taken the, you know, I always empty out the root zone, you know, take the pot outside and put it out in the yard. When I find that, I find clumpy spots of my fucking dry amendments in there that I'm wondering, you know, was this even used? You know, I mean, this obviously didn't break
Did it
down
even get
because
wet?
I've still got a,
Yeah,
I've got a clump in my fucking hand. I mean, yeah, I'm always wondering how much I'm throwing out and, you know, how much actually got utilized. And shit like that.
Very good
That
point.
probably comes from too big of a mix job. Too much material is what I'm saying. Too much media mixed at one time, where you would have spots where you would not get the full mix within it. When I do my mixes, lately I'm just cutting a hole in my pot that I have and taking the root out just enough to set the next one down into it, and then I amend from the
Yes.
top.
Fuck
That's how
yes.
I've been doing it lately.
Yeah.
I've been using my roots within the root base that's down in there. I
Yep.
figure whatever nutrients I've been giving it, it's got that in the roots right there. So I figure I'll just cut a hole in it, stick the next one down into it, and let it tap into those roots. And that's kind
Yeah,
of how
man.
I do it. And then I top dress it with worms and some what
See,
is it?
that's dude. That's so you're talking about transplanting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, dude. We started doing that. Goliath started doing it first, and when I really started watching what he was doing, and I always would mess with him. I'm like, bro, you can get way better roots if you would cut holes in the bottom of your pots. But he used these real thin fabric pots, and they would tear straight through those fabric pots, and it was just enough basically to contain the soil. And it would totally fill up the bottom pot, which was a bigger, say if he had a 10, he'd go into a 20. And he would do the same thing. He would, he used the liquid nutrient. It was a dry amendment. They make his liquid nutrients and stuff. But yeah, we do the same thing as we would amend that bottom soil. So you put that pot on there, and boom, it just infiltrates that soil that's already amended with the flower nutrient. Oh, it's genius. I
Yeah.
can't believe you said that. I was like, what?
I was only
Oh,
half listening. I think you're talking about pyramid tech, yeah? Where you put
Yeah,
one on
well,
top of
yeah.
the other. Right.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's really cool. I did it before. What happens is the roots grow real strong because of the pyramid tech. They don't go straight down, they go straight out. So they go into the new section and go straight outwards and then down. So it's a
Yep.
really good way to fill a pot up.
I don't know what tech it is.
It's annoying. It's annoying because it's a bit floppy at the top for a while, but it does work.
Yeah, you got to kind of plan it a little bit at the bottom into the other pot, though. I think it works
Yeah, you
really
got
good.
Yeah, you got to deep it down in there a little ways.
Yeah, a lot of
But
people don't realize their roots will double in flower. A lot of people don't realize that, and they'll have a certain pot, and they'll grow it out to a certain length, and there's really no more room for roots. And then they flip the flower, and they're like, "Hey, my plant didn't stretch. Why didn't my plant stretch?" And I was like, "Well, you didn't do anything else to your plant. You grew it for 3 months in the same little pot. I mean, it's full. There's nowhere else for roots to grow, dude. It's done. It's going to flower. There it is."
In the first 3 weeks of flower, your roots will attempt to double. They want twice as much, and they will do it twice as quickly as at any other point.
Yep. Rapid growth roots. It's nuts. And that's when your big feeder roots will grow the size of fingers, man, if you really let them. Yeah, there you go.
okay,
I love that shit right there.
This here is the stuff that I've been using lately.
That's the best, man.
Okay. And this is what it looks like.
Yep.
It's very poppy looking,
Yep.
It's got bunches of stuff in there that breaks up.
Pellets. Do you know those guys make that in their backyard, I believe, in Michigan. I believe.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Now, I ran across this stuff a little while back, and this is what I've been feeding and top dressing. So when I set up my next plant, what I will do is I will sprinkle some of this here stuff down at the base of it. I'll put worm castings on top of that. And then on top of the worm castings, I will sprinkle a little mycorrhiza to help with the bam, to get that root going, right? And then after that, I'll take well, the hole's already cut out, but I always cut it out a little bit smaller than my pot, than what it's going to be. And then when I put it down in there, I literally smash it down into the hole. I mean, I'm disrupting my freaking root zone completely when I put it in there.
Yeah.
Absolutely just going, what the? And I'm telling you, every time I do that, it just goes boom, right into growth.
Yeah.
Every time. It just dives right into it. So I'm really happy with this stuff right here. And it's got a 463. And then on top of that, I will put my I got a seabird guanum type of a mix that's pretty high in potassium.
Nice.
You know,
There's
seashell
other Dr.
that I
Earths
put
too.
at the end of the flower.
There's other Dr.
Yes.
Earths. Research Dr. Earth, dude. There's tons of them, bro. There's tons, man.
I really like the Dr. Earth. I
Yep.
think it's
cheap.
a good. Yeah, it's cheap too, and I can get it at Lowe's or Home Depot.
Yep.
So I'm good with that.
Yep.
You know?
They have the
I figure
squirt
if I'm
bottle
not
too.
getting it
For like an emergency, they have the squirt bottle ones too. Those are fantastic, bro. For if you have like, oh my god, my plants are yellow, I need something right now. I'm telling you, it's like a quick feed. It's that stuff in a bottle.
I mean, it's amazing what is inside of this. The mycorrhizae alone, you know, it's
Yep.
just crap loads. I mean, you know, so I'm really I like this stuff. I'm
I
pretty
love that
impressed with it
stuff,
so
bro.
far.
I put
Yeah,
that
so-
in my super soil mix every single summer, bro. When I do outside.
Yeah, when I re-amend my dirt, if I ever bring it out and then throw it into a container, and that's where I throw a lot of my I would say I put my cut up leaves and stuff like that. I put my cut up leaves in a container and then I throw dirt on top of or soil on top of it, and then I put on top of that I will also put the Dr. Earth. I will put there's another one that I just can't think of it. Job's vegetable and tomatoes. It's a micro biozone type of a setup, and it comes in pellets, and it smells awful.
Yeah.
But it works great.
The worse it smells, the better it is for your plants.
Right. That's pretty much the way I figured it. And so
unless it's that anaerobic smell,
Well,
as long as it's on this side, the air
well,
side.
yeah, we're talking the pellets, you know, so that's not anaerobic.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It smells like shit. It should smell like shit, you know?
If it smells like roadkill or something you're next to dead fish fishing or something like that, oh, it's great for your plants. That's the good stuff.
So, guys, I hate to disrupt the conversation, but I got to do my shout outs and get to work. So,
all right, hell yeah.
Yes, sir, Eagle.
I'm going to get up out of here.
Ask you guys to do your shout outs, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Shout out to everybody. I'm going to get out of here, though, for sure. I got to go to bed. Love you guys. I just want to jump in for 420. See you guys soon. Third Eye Strains. Peace out.
Take care.
Later, Eagle. Love you, brother.
Yep, just the same. Me too. Want to say goodbye to everybody. Peace out. Oh, I got this on backwards. There you go. Peace out. Much love. Weed nerd love. All right. Peace and love always. Eagle, thank you. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you, brother.
Much respect.
Have a good night, man.
Talk to you later. All right.
Yes, boys. Yes, chat. Thank you, Eagle. Have a great day, guys. Thank you.
He always does it, just like rip it off a Band-Aid. Thank you, Green 13. You have a great night. Thank you all. Twisted, Green 13, Smiley's Gardens, Bingus, Johnny Canna Seed. Thank you all for hanging out tonight. Oh, can't forget, damn, I almost forgot, Unlucky 198, Mike Bunn. Thank you for popping on, brother. Always a pleasure to hang out with all you guys night after night. And again, I am very grateful for the opportunity to hang out with you guys night after night. It is a pleasure for me, more than you guys will ever hopefully know. Put it that way. Hopefully know. Hopefully more than you'll ever hopefully know. So let's get to these shout outs so I can get to my transplanting. my garden duties. My garden duties. I get some music going and bring out my chat so I can see what you guys are saying a little bit. It's hard to see what you guys are saying when I'm looking down at the shout outs, but I like to look up occasionally. See what I can play without getting in too much trouble. I find if I keep it down and I talk over it more than it can play, that I've been a little bit more lenient with me. Just going with my mix. A little heavy metal to start. Hopefully we have some heavy metal fans there. Oh shit, what just happened? There we go. Okay, talking shit. There's my chat. There we go. What's up, artist LD? So who we got here? 311 Mix-Up, Kinder Grows, Evergreen, G's, Friends, Trees, MMJ, Matt S, Save Vault, Dragonfly B, Justin's Meds, Travis Wells, Unlucky 19896. Thank you, Mike, for hanging out. Eric Ferguson, Seattle Chronic Sings, King Chronic, Titan, Blessed Coast Seed, Shango's Gas, Wabasso for Life, John Smith, Tommy Tricos, Bugcoat King, Raz, Pop Little, Slow Roll, Spiky Pilots, Oscar Green Jr., Matt Steelbird, Indoor 11, Stephanie V, Shark Bully 989, Von Braun, Sovereign Garden, Stoner Nation 420, Joe Y, Bugs 1313, Painted Lady, Frank Booth, Jay Myers, Jamid, the chat, Mr. Manny D, Bagseed, Dr. DGC, Jeff, Shredder 911, Dutch Grows 420, Scallywag 420, Skillbo 1, Med Grower 1, Empire Breeding Code, Growly, Lost Leaf, Liam Mass, Danny Danko, Big Bear 7, Ollie Noble, CK, Tom Trinidad, Looney Jesser, Smoking with Small Town, Tim S, Mr. Lazy, Rafter Grows, Rob, Automation is Freedom, Robert Hazelton, Dort, Michigan, Corey, Double Tap, Michigan, or Mr. Green Thumb 420, 808, Rooting Prospects, Cannon Bus Driver, 8 in Life, Kenny 710, Operation Grow, T-Ben, Moodnut 619, Hammered Emails, thank you very much. Dr. Scrambles, VB Moonrocks, GHF Double J, Bio Green, Stealth, Grower 56, Hanky Stanky 420 OG, KP, Ganja Nana, Your Mama, Georgia Joe, Roy Rodriguez, B Growing, Nature's Best Nugs, B, Killer B Grows, stutter there, Killer B Grows, Ganja Wizard, Husky Guards, Nut Tree 420, Dr. Ooh, Soul Life 420, Bullet 4 Life 420, the Jeffro 420, Beavis 698, Dr. Franklin Booty, goddamn, my big Ted's Test. The Riffin' Fat Boy, Jack Greenstock, the 420, Beavis, Booms Farms, Charlie's Farm 420, Aldridge 25, Smiley's Gardens. Thank you for popping in. Much respect to you, brother. JD's, Miss D's Nugs, Smoking Grove Fraser, Grokoski, Twisted Roots, Faded Farm 420, Jeff Dorowski, Genetic Memory Farms, and Ball 420 was hanging out tonight in chat. And Cameron, Mr. Bagseed, Jill Carter, Mystic Marks, Mystic Grower, TW, Ganja Snaps, Ginger Snaps, DTE, Groze, Rick Wolf, DLP 2372, Ned Denver, Mike Denver, Sergeant Pepper 420, Cannon Trooper, Blind Cat 420, Light Up Again, Tim, UKSIF 420, Buddha Boy, Devin Shipwreck, Medical MJ, Budsville USA, Resurrection Prophet, Chris Martinez, Dankman 420, Dankman Dan, Red Setter Farms, Good Life, Joni Bell, Chicha B, Most Hated Grower, the Major General 420, the American One, W Digger 714, Shirates, Kineo Genetics, Mountain Skies, ready to hit that hot fire. Chris Mertz, Ian, Save Robbie, Sergeant Live, Hepa Faye Can, Finger Lakes Finest, Ridge Patch, Dozer, Moon, Southern BT Grower, Choose Medical, J.R. Bear Plus One, Secret City Pioneers, My Little Tent, 2042 Spacewalker, Christian Tree Mum, T. Barrington, Heart and Soul, Homegrown, Mike B, T. Dwayne, East Coast Well, Heidi Day, Galactic Gardens, John Smith, Elliptus, My Natural Farm, Pacific Northwest Seeds, Ross, Kyle, Paul, Lemon Hoko, Trench, Rita's, Juicy Life, 420, Grant Manuel, Mary Bond, Sammy Sizzle, 81, 9 Inch Colas, Chris Moe, DK Trades, Vision Creator, Guru, The Kind Brew, Canna, Nation J Wires, Amber, Lalana, Psychedelic, Warlock, Artist LD, Sir Sticky Rob, Big Dave 420, Brent Wendell, Big Ed 1961, Manawai G3, The Green Click, J&K Triple G, Mr. Sprinkler, Brittany and Tyler Teasley, Hope Farms, Lisa G, John, V2 Crazy for You, BGWG420, Dr. Buds Well, Purple Thumb OG, good morning, brother. Arthro, Sensimilia, Arthro, cheers to you both. Just a Face 420, Beast Coast Grower 420, Sir Howe, Trey Valone, Keep It Real, Haggerton 420, Zeb Zeppelin, Audit Everywhere, BT Double D Rose, Bingus, thank you for popping on, brother. Green, Puffin Man, Chef Alex Boykachev, sorry Alex Boykachev, Chef Life, School of Crop, Cause I Love It, Green Mountain Grower, Southwest Okie, Reels 100, 212, Andy Man, Miranda Family Farms, Meat All Flower. Thanks again for that amazing episode yesterday, brother. Ryan Henderson, Green 13, Noob Sailbot Wins, Kingdom Aquaponics, Indra, be here Thursday. Michigan native, Mary Jane's Medgardens, Dreamer 77, Double D, Bad Bunny Nutrients, Mr. Green Pots, Mr. Green Nuds from 619 to 664, Spaniard Kruger, Jones Integral, Pop G Grows, Raz Amy, Dro Grows, Cass, the Grow From Your Heart podcast, the Lily Luna, the Green Med Flock, Jeremiah, Miranda, Stony Creek, Lost Art, Mr. No One, LG 420, Giant Mike, Prometheus Soil, Jason Eyestone, P. Wood, David Colby, Mason 662, Scroggy McScroggerton the Fourth, Goddess Grows, Kaylee, Chad Brad Farms, Paulie P. Bjorg, Eric Ferguson, Kevin Jodry, Mike Honcho, Jay Huggins, UDAI, Green Tree Hunter, Kush Cloud, Joshua Steensland, Organic Home Buds, Warren Nelson, Camwood, Maine Mystic, Show Love Always, Kelly Stone, Texas OG, Chuck Norris, Serge S, Claire Fresno, Happy Roy, Sub Cool, we miss you, brother. These House of Dank, Mama Law 710, Scarecrow 420, Green Thumb Bum, Christina MG89, Unplugged 705, Medical McGulled Cuddy, Rick T, the Rebel, the 9G207, Fabian Salinas, Dave's not here, Tom Spook, Greg Walker, Mendo Dope, T-Dog, Dung Beat, Red Eye Jedi, Grows, Mother Nature, Justin Conway, Duckweed, Run Boy 7426, Justin Gooder, Strongman, Okie Grower 75, Corey Trevor, Michael Wallace, Mole Vision 420, Who's Your Cat Daddy, Taco Don Slug, Rick S, In the Bushes 827, James Holmes, or James Seaman, sorry James, Kevin Hahn, World's Last Hope, Pat's Fan 420, Biomentor, Dirt Road Dude, Kanashiba, Jose Ramirez, Red Eye Rustler, Dab Goblin, Dr. Buzz Lightyear, Acetone, we miss you, brother. 710 Canuck, Canada Queen Genetics, Stabby Tanabe, Stabby Tanasi, Fumador, Dirtman Dan, Keith the Black Sail, Mr. Bosilas, Zen Premium Gardens, Rasta Bob, Rasta Jeff, Small Tubes, Tyler, Frosty Buds, North Michigan Micro, Ouija Buds, Dub T. Roy, Big Jar Grows, JC, Modern Genetics, SoCal Weed Nerd, John, Last PPJ 15, Green County Grower, CJ, Apple a Day, one right there, Perfectly Imperfected, Dollar Tree Grower, P1 Production, Stink Grower, DOA Grown Meds, we miss you as well, brother. Miss Nudie Grows, Genevieve Eats Weed on YouTube. I grew some. Shout out to you, brother, and your amazing art. Johnny Canna Seed, Nutrient Shootouts, Naughty Nicky, Zoe and Slammer, NNY, Pixel Monkey, St. Bernard's Observation Booth, Clover 420, I Spy, Aldridge 25, Madam T, Stu Mood, Mo Grower, The Canna Crap, Okie Grows, Cess, this guy, Burton 7979, or Betts Grow on YouTube as well, on Instagram as well, I believe. Polish Hammer, Midwest Outlaws 31, Voodoo Ultras, Fresno Earth, Cali Connection, Wolverine Grows, Big Jar Grows, Sumi One for Life, Laid Wayback Farmer, D Block, Grow MMP, Nations Creations, Dan the Indoor Man, Grummy Homies, Hamilton Grows, Clip Smoke, Keystone, Canna Flag, PA, Big High 710, Eugene Greenleaf, Ace Drew, Hustle, Fred Darn, Carlos, North Arizona, Beer Grow 420, No Sellout, Jesse White, Castang Yeti, Introvert Genetics, So J, Vixen Robin, Killer 8, Mo, Cam Wood again, James Buttercream, C-Dub from NorCal, The Pharmacy Seed Bank, Deadhead, Smokey 616, Curtis Mahan, Matt Moore, Myron, Mortague, Rick Heyman, Stephanie Dora, Antenna Seeds, Fabcarious K, that is, Mike Rubles, the Drew Bear 420, Maxi 751, Lawrence Gonzalez, Slow to Get Up, Stu Moo, Popco 719, Make with Shake, Baby, Old Smoke, PWC Grown Buds, Lord Wash, Mr. Weed Blunt, Old School Grower, Chad Westport, much respect to you, brother. Hacho Grown, Flora Nugs, My Little Piece of Heaven, Pungent Sounds, Seeds, Goliath Grower, Richard T, Chrissy Wannabe, Mr. Soul, Food Spectrum, Gone God, our Lori Hanson, Real 2,000 Years of Tradition, Mr. D. Conley, Pimp Jam, McBodie Face, Show Me Sasquatch, Fuck Google and You, Canadian Restore, Poor Dirt Farmer, Carl Wright, Zephyr, Humble Farms, Trinity Farm, Seldom Seen, Oak Park Gardens, Hell 9782, Skunky Pilots, Skunky Packs, Martial Artist 2012, Micro Slave Hefner, Daniel McDiddle, Medically Fit, KGB, Robert Greenfingers, Motherfucking Thomas, Rancho Culture Plenty, Monkey Balls, Andrew Champlin, Bobby Lynn Meads, Trench Digger, Mr. Lack, Mr. Mac, Tony Lake Bologna, Bill S. Weed Piece, Tater Delicious, Minty, Country Roots, Huron Fire Genetics, Earth Creeper, Big Ray 420, Teeny Weenie 101, Bugs and Hazard, Mr. Club 14, Mr. B-Man 616, Dial Up North, Max Groom and Ruby. Woo! Give me a drink. Contacts are always right. Cheers, Smoke and Grove Crazy. Ah, delicious. Timothy McKinnon's, Neo, Justin Bean, Chronic 88, Fat Belly, Real, Jennifer Steele, Cannabis 03, Turp Farmer, Shannon Stevens, Carlitos, Latino, Skater Country, Mr. Speed, Wolf Steam, Firesaw, Wally Wookie, The Goddess Grows, Rasta Bob, White Feather Grove, Burnage Rooms, Tone Grows Zinc, Caveman Grows, BX Gunner, Smith Dude, Noob Grows, Sean Cannon, J Muntz, Dinkajella, Wow Wow King Growl, Fall Dog, Huron Cannabis Console, Lewis Parish, Rock Fam, Justice Mick, 420 Ben, Fresh Grow, Driving Herbs, High Boy, Your Mailman Grows, We Be Growing, Australian Grows, Love for the Plant, Argo, American, Smart Poker, Unfrozen Careman, Hawaiian's Highest, Surfcraft, Micro Goon, Jeff Lowenfels, Mobius Grows, Dank D, Dank Brownies, Elliot Harkins, Mystic Flavor, The Fire Foraging Gardener, Overwater Overkill, Seattle Steve, Shadow Warrior, Valley Green 514, Amelia Jensen, Oz Indica, Dr. MJ Coco, Brandon Russ, Matthew Gates, D's Bags, Drone Star, Shotgun Willie, Dank Yoda, Jay Simmons, Sure Bro Grows, Clackamas Coot, DJ Conley, ATG, Aaron the Grower, Late 1978, Michigan Grown Buds, Air Boy, Roy Boy, Delta 9, Jay McDaniels, Clackamas 420, Stinky Cola, Dylan Steinfort, PFC Farms, Husky Garden, Sungrown 707, Jade 8, Dro, J420, Cascadian Grove, Sea Toads McGee, Four Plants, 8 Weedworks, Captain Scrog, Skunky Buns, Hans Warrior, Jackie Young, Terry Lee Live, McGasser Tempe, Annie Andy, Urge, Green Jr., Leon from All Purpose Plus, Green Goose, 11 Smiles 11, Bindu Buds, Michael Rossick Rose, Wab Wappy, Sean Benz, Rescue Ready, Roadside LLC, Notorious Nug, Magma Seeds, Father and Son, Trimming Tutorials, Dub T Dank, Jose Ramirez, Doggo the Hut, 420, Buck, Chiba Man, GR420, Community Videos, Detroit River Red, Louis Garcia, Michael P, AJ Everyday, Captive Audience, Cheviter Bob, Maine Mystic, Med Grower, Cookies Coop, Jay Hendricks, In for the Grill, Travis Wells, Captive Audic, and repeat a couple there. Backwoods All Good, Seattle Sam, or Adam something, sorry Adam, Chanel Simpson, Skanja Roach, Kazoo, Aaron Burnin, Shrooms, Mr. Lincoln Stinkin, Angel Studios 7, or Angel Studios MG, the 420 Grow Tent, Paul Ella, John Fleming, Dankovich, Fibro Flower, Polly P. Seldom Seen, Elevated, Lenny, Organic, Sunman, Chiba Sony, Jeff Popalik, Ricardo Sosa. Sorry, Jeff. I know I'm probably fucking up your last name, but I got much respect for you, brother. Giant Dan J, Earth Friendly Farming, Candy Forest Farming, Fuck All That B, The Misfit Grower, Jason Line 512, Snake Eyes, Northern 4466, Jason Grayson, Stony Baker MD, Stony Creek, Dross Zion, Friends Dweller, Tarzan Superman, Old Man, Hermit Hash, Freebird, Mo Grower, Madigar, Simple Man, Survival Time, Tim Blake, Gulf Coast Chronic, Stink Fat, Caballero, Harley Grover, Jen God, Steve Collins, Todd Kendricks, Property Maintenance, Sharpie, The Island Haze, Scuba Steve Speaks, JR Rim, Randy K, Steve Collins again, TCDR, Claire Killian, Wardrobe Farming, Randy Grande, Piff 1000, Ace Bog, 3223, Wake Up, Captain Freedom B, Puffer Smiles, 15 digits, Ganja, Michigan Ganja Mook, Hash, Fred G, Super Bob, Grokoski 808, Weekend at Bernie's, KB, Justin Station, Strong Style Organics, Lippy something, I can't read that shit right now. I'm Medic 31, Honor Steve, Ka something, I can't even read that shit. These are all new. Me All Flower, Brent Bog, Todd Kendricks, you're on there twice. Kendrick Newton, KNT. Last but not least, Weedus 207. Shout out to you, brother. Thank all of you guys for hanging out tonight. This extra late Monday night wormhole. Thank you guys. I do greatly appreciate it. Please stop back tonight's win. If I can find my book. I don't know where my book's at. You have to look for the post. And sorry, but right out the hand. Not sure who's tonight. But check back. There definitely will be someone here tonight. 11:30. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys. Of course, you guys know the deal. Please do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do very much save lives. This is the end of your day. Please get some rest. This is the beginning of your day. Go out and have an amazing Tuesday. Have a prosperous day. And remember, meet me back here tonight at 11:30. One positive thought can change your day. One positive attitude can change your life. Have a great day. Love you guys.